right now. What are you up to?
Just cuddling with my dog.
That's amazing. All right, what brings you up, love?
I mean, Charlie has literally hurt my heart. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I literally, I know I sound like a Californian. Please forgive my voice. Never lived in Cali, but I do know that I have like a kind of a Cali accent. Does that make sense?
This is yes, it makes sense, 100%.
I know that I have to apologize for it. I literally, well, I spent like a month in Malibu,
It's
but
amazing.
I literally Louisiana, Texas, and Cali. Not Cali. Louisiana.
All right,
But-
you try and get your list of states together. I'm going to talk to the new guy, and then we'll come back to you, okay?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
BDP, where are you from? BDP, going once, going twice. Nice talking to you. Okay, do you have more states that you want to name?
Just like Louisiana, Texas, and Florida. Those are the only states that I lived in.
That's amazing. What's your favorite state?
Texas?
Oh, okay. So what are you up to this morning? You making breakfast or are you just getting home from work? What are you up to?
Just hanging out with my dog.
Nothing else?
I mean, what else do you want me to do?
No, I'm just asking. I don't know if you just got off work, got home from the bar like the cool kids. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god, who goes to the bar anymore?
That's true. Why go to the bar when you get plastered at home?
I don't go out anymore.
Do you get plastered at home at all?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, fair enough. When was the last time you got plastered at home?
Yesterday?
Yesterday. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, my bestie came over and I fell asleep on her ass.
Oh, that's amazing. You fell asleep on her ass. That's tremendous.
I mean, I've known her since we were in diapers. Does that make sense? Our moms were like besties.
Of course.
Ladybug, you're getting plastered through the week. I work. I can't do that. I don't get
Wait, do you
plastered
know
anyway.
Ladybug?
I know Ladybug. Yeah.
Oh, you know
No,
her.
no, I literally known her since we were in diapers and our moms are best friends. Well, her
Oh.
mom passed away, God bless her soul, you know.
All right, just hold on one second. Kamisha, where you from?
I'm from Goldsboro, North Carolina.
That's amazing. And what brings you up?
I just
You
seen
know what? I'm
your
from Fayetteville.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
great. Okay. Go ahead, Kamisha. You're from, go ahead. And what brings you up?
I just see your the background
Mm,
Wait,
interesting
who,
conversation.
are you from Mandeville?
Who, me?
Yeah. Well, I just, I thought somebody said they were from Mandeville.
Oh no, she said Fayetteville.
Okay.
I'm from
Louisville.
Goldsboro.
Yeah.
Both are in North Carolina.
Misheard.
From North
Misheard.
Carolina.
Apologize.
Sorry
Pause.
about that. I jumped in there.
all right. Kamisha, what brings you up? You saw
Yeah,
my photo, and then go ahead.
yeah. Um, well, are you asking us to give our response on the two?
It's more something that kind of hit me over the last couple days is the difference in the responses, right?
Okay.
And you agree that they have been completely different.
Yeah, I was in another live where they brought up George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Also at my job, that I think the day after I found out Charlie Kirk was unalived, I was just, conversating at my job, and this person asked that question. They brought up George Floyd, which I was very confused to
Why
why.
were you confused? Did you say why are you bringing up St. George Floyd? Like,
I did, and he
okay,
said because why quote. He said, "Why is it such a big deal? You know, black men die every day. You know, nobody cared about George Floyd, and so why does people care? You know, to me, it was very. I was confused because I don't compare the two at all. And I don't. I mean, yeah,
George Floyd was a criminal.
yeah. I brought that up, and I mean, and I even told the person like, look, I mean, I don't agree, but he does have a statue um for him. So I mean, what do you mean people, you know, I was just trying to explain to them like Charlie Kirk is very, you know, he's a public figure. This is just how people react. But he was saying like, you know, black men die every day. Nobody, you know, just making it a racial thing.
I don't care that you're black. I like.
Right.
I want like he was a criminal.
He
Was he
was,
not?
and he was, I agree. So ever since then, and then I jumped back on TikTok, a lot of people are comparing the two, and I'm so confused to why. But that's the trend that I'm seeing. So I mean, when I see your background, I'm like, okay,
I
now,
am seeing a lot of like
yeah,
people trying to like compare the two.
Right.
Correct?
do
So
not
to me,
compare the two.
Ladybug and Shannon, I'll bring you guys back up. Get back in the queue. But so, do you think what are the differences in the responses? That's what I'm looking for. It is Kamisha, correct? I'm saying that right?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So, why the difference in responses?
Well, I think it relates to how can I say it? Like Charlie Kirk, for example, what he stood for. The response you're getting is basically what he stood for. His followers, you know, the people that, you know, I believe most are conservative, most are Christian. It's just peace. It's peaceful. That's, you know, what he wanted. That's what he, you know, and for George Floyd, I think the media, the left, has played on his story, um, and made it, you know, to where black people looted their own communities and, you know, got violent or whatever. I think
Can I
it's just
ask you real quick? Who did you vote for in November?
well, I'm only 25, so the first time I voted for Joe Biden. The
Uh
second
huh.
time I voted for Trump.
Okay. So why did you switch?
So I am a Christian. When I, you know, again, when I voted for Joe Biden, I knew nothing about politics. I just knew it was my first time to vote, so I wanted to vote. When I was reading the news, because like a lot of people do, we just go on the news. We don't do our own research. I didn't know anything about Biden. I just knew that Trump was a racist. That's what they said. So without no research, no questions, a lot of black people got to understand, you know, you can't just believe somebody's a racist just because they're white. There's prejudice as well. It's easy to believe, you know. So um, fast forward, I didn't think I voted wrong. You know, I just went with it, and I happened to see that Joe Biden celebrated. I think it was the LGBTQ or the trans something like Pride. He celebrated that on the same day as Easter. And so for me, it wasn't political; it was religious because I believe in Jesus Christ. I don't believe in transgenderism or LGBTQ. So why would I vote for somebody who does, and then they did it on the same day as Easter when we're supposed to be celebrating Jesus? So because of that, that grieved me. I knew I was wrong, and I got convicted, and that's when the research started, and that's when I realized that the media has been lying to us. They use that to get black people emotional and to keep them on the Democratic side. That was a switch for me because I believe in the Bible.
First of all, good on you for doing your own research. Kudos for that. And there have been a lot of people in the almost year since the election that went from Biden to Trump. You are the first person to mention whenever he did the celebration for trans people on Easter Sunday. So kudos for that. All right, let's go. I don't know who I clicked on. STS?
Sunday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It does say STS for me, right?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's ST Sunday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, where are you from?
DC.
And what brings you up?
Looking at your prompt, right?
What the fuck?
We're looking at your prompt, like your photo.
Well, actually, let's focus on DC. Were you happy that Trump sent the National Guard into
That didn't make
DC?
sense.
Okay, tell me what.
Um, Crime really wasn't a problem. Like everywhere has
What?
crime, but it wasn't exacerbated as he made it
What
out
do
to
you
be.
mean crime wasn't a problem?
It wasn't exacerbated like he made it out to be.
Okay, elaborate. Give me some stats where you think Washington D.C. Is not that bad.
It was like a 30-year low based off of the crime statistics coming straight
Where
from the
where do you get
DOJ.
that from? You know what? Let's
Where
not
did I
fact
get
check
it
you.
from?
Let's just stick with the overall point. Did less people die when the National Guard was there?
Yeah,
Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
sure, it's a good thing.
Okay, so why would you be against it?
Because it's not an actual fix. It doesn't help the community.
Elaborate. Less people
Elaborate.
die. Wait,
You
wait,
can't have
wait. Go
he
ahead. Go
can't have
ahead.
the National Guard there all the time. That doesn't make
Okay.
sense. There was no innovation in his thought in this plan whatsoever to continue.
Okay, so what do you think Trump's goal with this was? Because I have an idea. Let me see what your idea is. Because you seem like
I don't have
very
an
smart
idea, and I
guy.
don't want to speculate.
Okay,
It's
well,
whatever he says it is, right?
I got you. Very
Like
good.
what?
Hold on. Stop. When we talk about Trump, Trump is more about law and order, right? And we have multiple
No,
Wait, what?
he's not about law and order.
Okay, fair enough. No problem. You're the smart one, but I'll keep going. And there's multiple U.S. cities run by Democrats that are having a lot of gun violence. So the hope is if Donald Trump does this a handful more times, maybe the dumb Democrats will realize if they put more police on the street, less people will die. Are you for that or
We've
against
tried
that?
that. We've
Uh
tried
huh.
that many times before.
Tell me when.
That's when. I mean, all throughout the '90s, the '80s, and the '60s, we tried over policing.
I got you. So, can you tell me where throughout the country less police is more effective?
Rural areas where there's
Okay,
not
no
as many
problem.
people.
Okay, give me an area where less police on the streets and crime went down, like where you could compare year over year or whatever.
Oh, Baltimore with
Okay,
their new
tell me more.
mayor.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, crime went down because he added more programs to help kids and other people get off the streets,
All right, and
help
what
them have something
stats
to
went?
do outside of,
Hold on one
huh?
second. Where can I find those stats?
Yeah, you can look it up on Google or whatever search engine you like to use. You can type in Baltimore mayor crime initiatives.
Okay. All right, so you have nothing else for me.
You asked for
Like what
one.
went
Do you want
down? Like, give me
multiple
some. Give me
sources?
some
I mean,
numbers. Like murder was down 20%, stuff like that. That's what I'm looking for.
wow.
Some facts.
Sure. Here, let me pull up the Google.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, bro. All right. Well, you pull that up. Don't go anywhere. Let's go to Eric. Where are you from,
Hey,
Eric?
how's it going?
I'm great, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm just trying to talk to this person. Um, I'm guessing he's based somewhere in the Midwest where he's
He
probably
said
not
he's in
as
DC,
obvious.
bro. He said he's in DC.
Oh, all right. So he's in D.C. and the
Yeah.
crime rates have gone down, have they not?
Again, that's not a long-term fix. It's a
No,
I
momentary.
actually live in Baltimore, and he's actually correct. The murder rate is actually down.
I don't know why. The second you started talking, I thought this man is from Baltimore. So good. Tell me more. The crime rates have gone down. Tell me more.
Yes, the crime rate, the murder rate, um, everything as far as crime goes has been down because of the mayor and his initiative to implement programs for not only just kids but for the communities. He's investing into the communities.
Okay, so if hypothetically Donald Trump said, I'm going to send in 20,000 National Guard to Baltimore, would you be for or against that?
I will be against it. You
Okay.
you do know that the National Guard was sent here during COVID, right?
Right, I'm with you. Let's focus on right now. Okay, so why would you be against if Donald Trump called you and said, "Listen, I want to send 20,000 National Guard to your city"? Why would you be for it? I don't know who's making noise. I think that's Jay up
My
here.
fault. I was moving my blanket.
All good, bro. You can keep moving it. Go ahead. So why would you be against it? Baltimore?
Why would I be against it, you said?
Yeah, why would you be against it?
One, because it's not effective. The National Guard has been here in Baltimore before, and they weren't effective.
Okay,
Two,
was it effective in Washington, D.C. under Trump's leadership this time around?
we're speaking about Baltimore, correct? Not DC.
I understand. I understand. I think the National Guard this time around took a different approach, right?
That's because DC is a federal.
Okay.
It has a federal jurisdiction.
Very
That's
good.
why.
Correct.
That's why it's effective.
Are
I
there
wanna
different,
interject.
like, are there aliens living there or something? There's still human beings living there. Did the crime numbers go up or down in DC?
I can't tell you specifically because I don't
Okay.
live there.
I got you. Have you
I
been
only chimed in because I'm from Baltimore. He mentioned Baltimore, so I was giving you
I got you.
some
I got you.
like
I got you.
firsthand knowledge.
Okay. Go ahead.
I,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to interject that it really doesn't matter the location, it's a circumstantial thing. So, like, so I'm from Florida. So, like, what y'all, you have high
All right,
murder.
Eric, I'll bring you back up, sir. It doesn't matter. I want to focus on this numbnut. So, whenever we do research on the worst crime cities in America, you realize Baltimore is up there in just about every category, right? And your point could be, hold on 1 second, please. What your point could be, well, it's gone down a little bit, but it's still bad. Do you agree with that?
Are we talking about per capita, or are we talking about just straight numbers?
Well, hold on. I'm going to focus on the guy from Baltimore. And
No,
then,
I wouldn't agree.
okay. Elaborate, please.
Only reason why I say I wouldn't agree is because there isn't. So let's just crime in general. Crime is proximity based. So there is not really nowhere in America there isn't any crime. You get what I'm saying? So
That's your response? There's not nowhere in America where there's no crime.
there will never be a crimeless city, a crimeless state. It's just impossible to think that way. So
Okay.
for
But
someone
can
to
you
think that,
acknowledge that your city is bad still, regardless of the decline? Your city is
for
still
an outsider looking in, maybe, but for a person
okay.
who lives here and who's been living here their entire life, no, I don't believe so. I love this city. It's the greatest city in America.
You can
Literally,
love the
that's
city, that's fine. That doesn't change the crime stats, right? Like numbers don't lie.
you asked me an opinion-based question as far as did I feel. You asked me did I think or feel that is.
No, I'm not asking you. No. I'm asking you factually. Is Baltimore one of the most dangerous cities in the United States?
History-wise speaking, yes.
Okay. What about the last 5 years, crime stats wise?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so thank you for acknowledging that. I don't understand that if I'm in a city where it is known to be dangerous, why you would be opposed to more law enforcement.
Well, here in Baltimore, police is already a problem. Meaning the current administration and police commissioner that we have is very, very corrupt. So we as a city don't agree with being over policed.
But
That's being over policed.
do you agree that more police equals less dead people?
No, I don't.
Okay, so that's the problem, right? There was more law enforcement in Washington, D.C., and less people died. Anytime there
So
was
what do
more.
you say about Baltimore, who hasn't had any National Guard, and our death rate or murder rate is down?
Okay, I'm not going to fact check you on it declining. I'm not going to go there. What I'm going to focus on is it's still a dangerous place where gun violence is still one of the worst in the country. Regardless of its decline, it's still dangerous. So you're saying because less people are getting shot compared to last year, we don't need help? Is that what you're saying?
You said that because this is a dangerous city, that it needs the National Guard or more police. So my rebuttal to that was,
You acknowledge that it is dangerous.
I did.
Okay.
So, but my question is, how would you explain the lowering of a murder rate without the National Guard? What is your explanation for that?
Okay, no problem. I don't know the reason for it, but do you agree with me that if we put more law enforcement there through the National Guard, it will go even lower?
No, I don't agree.
Okay,
I don't.
and that's
I
a
don't
problem.
think.
There we go. That it's a dead end conversation because there's nowhere where there are more law enforcement where shootings magically go up. It just doesn't happen. And if you're going to come in here and say if 20,000 come in and stand in the most dangerous parts of Baltimore, and you think murders are going to go up, I can't help you.
They already did that, and it wasn't effective.
When?
During COVID, they sent the National Guard here during COVID, and
Okay.
you know what we did? We laughed in their faces.
And you
They
still
tried
shot
to-
and killed people.
They tried to issue a curfew for Baltimore City, and we laughed in their faces.
That's too funny. All right, give me your
Do you
closing
not
thoughts.
know? All right, so I don't know if you are familiar with Baltimore at all, but
Okay.
in the last 10 so years, we've
And
had
to be clear, when the National Guard comes in, people like you are the first ones to run inside and hide. Okay, I guarantee you that. But go ahead, continue with your final thought.
So, like I was saying, I'm not sure if you're aware of the history of Baltimore, but in the last 10 years, we had riots here in this city. Do you know that high school students under the age of 18 backed up? And when I say backed up, I mean made them stand down. The entire West Baltimore police district, they were in full riot gear because of the children.
Okay.
So no, this city does not respect the police. It will not be effective here. We are the one city in America who will uprise. That's why he hasn't done it yet, and he knows that.
What the I swear to you, I hope you come back because Trump will send the National Guard to Baltimore.
And I hope he does. I hope he
And
does.
what happens hypothetically if Trump does that? He signs an order to send the National Guard in. What do you think will happen?
That we will laugh in their face and take our city back, just like how we did before.
Take your city back.
But Trump said.
Hold on, I don't need your help, bro. Don't need your help, bro. Go ahead. What do you mean by take your city back?
Meaning, we don't abide by their rules or whatever laws that they set in place for us. We will freely go about our everyday lives just as we've been doing.
Did the National Guard put in new rules in D.C.?
I'm not sure. I don't live in
They
D.C.
didn't. They didn't. There was no new rules. What it was is there was a whole bunch of thugs in D.C. that they stayed indoors instead of going out and shooting. And that's what's going to happen in Baltimore as well.
If you say so, but like I said, it wasn't effective before.
Okay, so let's
It
just
wasn't
say,
effective before, so
okay,
that's what I'm trying to get you to
I'm not worried
understand.
about what happened before. Doesn't really matter. But whenever Trump says the National Guard is coming in and we're going to line the fucking streets with National Guard people, you think the thugs of Baltimore are going to come out and start shooting people?
If you know, if you see, that's how I know you don't know anything about Baltimore. People in Baltimore unalive people in front of the police, a block away from the police. We don't listen. I don't think you really understand Baltimore. That's your
Okay.
problem. You
I
don't really
don't. You're right. I
understand the
don't.
people of Baltimore.
Okay. So once again, just keep in mind another big difference is whenever the National Guard comes in this time, they're going to be armed.
They were
That's
armed
that's a big difference.
before.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie. They were not armed before. That's a lie.
So they
Okay.
just walked in
So
with
you're saying, once again, the smart guy you are, you're saying National Guard comes into town and yins are going to come out of your house and start shooting people as the National Guard's patrolling the streets?
No, what I'm saying is that
Oh,
we
okay.
won't just be um like we won't go for the being just taken off the streets for
Oh,
just
fuck yeah, you
anything.
will. Fuck yeah, you will. You're not going to
No,
do
no, we
shit when
won't.
the National
See,
Guard
that's
is
the
there.
thing. Like I said, you don't know Baltimore because we are a very rebellious city
Yeah,
and
you
state.
fucking are. Yeah, you fucking are. But guess what? The month that the National Guard is there, you
So I'll
guys
see it
will
when
be
I'll believe it
quiet
when I see
as a
it. I'll
church
believe
mouse.
it when I see it. But
Okay,
the
wait,
the
hold on. So, do you honestly believe that if there's National Guard lining the streets to protect everyone, that the thugs of Baltimore are going to come outside and just start shooting people?
that's not what I said.
Okay,
That's what you think will happen. That's not what I said.
okay.
I
So
never
then,
said that.
how will the crime continue if the National Guard is on every corner throughout the
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 crime has
outskirts of
already
Baltimore?
stopped, bro.
Hmm?
Without the National Guard. What don't you comprehend?
Wait, what? What did you say before that? You're
The
not saying that
crime is down without
what?
the National Guard.
But more, do you understand? Is let's just use round numbers to keep it simple. Let's just say 1,000 people died of gun violence, and it went down 30%. What number does that leave us with? Go ahead. What's 30%?
700.
Okay, very good. Kudos for that. So now only 700 people died. That's still a very dangerous city that needs help. Do you understand that?
And do you understand that those numbers aren't the numbers?
100%. Those are not factual numbers, but just because gun violence is down hypothetically 30% does not make your city safe. It's still one of the most dangerous in the country.
Per capita, yes it is.
Okay. So why not get an instant solution with the National Guard?
That's not a solution like the brother said
Okay.
before.
Fair enough.
That's
Okay.
a
It's not a
that's
solution.
it's a band-aid. That's all it is. It's not a
Okay,
solution.
so hypothetically, and once again, this is how dumb you guys are. Hypothetically, if somebody came up to you before you knew Donald Trump, before you hated the police, and said, "We have a solution that for a 30-day period, less black people will die," is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Now, are you talking about strictly gun violence, or are you talking about what are you talking about when you say
Let's keep it simple for you. Let's say it's gun violence. Less black people die for 30 days because of guns. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
of course that would be a great thing?
But here you are. You're against it.
No, I'm not,
Just a
because it's
band-aid. That's what
already
you're saying.
happening without the National Guard. What don't you comprehend when I say that? It's already happening without the National Guard.
I think you are too dumb. Point blank. You're dumb as fuck. Okay? Point blank, dumb as fuck. No way around it. I can't help you. If you're sitting here saying something that's factually true, that the numbers are down, I'm not even fact checking you. I'm just taking your word for it. Your city is still dangerous. People are still dying.
So tell me one state and one city where there's no one dying by gun violence. Show me right now. Pull it up right now.
Wait, hold on.
Pull it up right now.
Here we go. Here comes the crash out. Once again,
Cause you're so smart. Remember,
I'm done.
you're so
You're the
smart.
smart one.
Show me the city and the state where there is not one person being unalive by gun violence. Show me.
Gotcha. But that, regardless of what
No, show me. Tell me the city and the state.
regardless of what,
Tell me the city and the state. You
regardless.
can't. You can't.
Gotcha. So that's
You
you
can't.
winning. That's you winning an argument claiming that your city is safe. How does that make sense in your brain?
Listen, I
How
mainly
does that
came
make
up
sense?
here. I mainly came up here because one, I was here the other day, and I didn't get to
Wait, can
finish
you
my
answer my question directly? How is it that you're explaining your city?
answer my question. Show me the city and state, and I'll answer your question.
All right, very good. So no answer. Last try.
Exactly, no answer. You don't have an answer.
But you
Show me. Show me. At least tell me. You don't have to show me, but tell me.
But that doesn't change that your city is dangerous.
There is no place in America that's not dangerous.
Okay, can I say that there are places that are more dangerous?
There are places that are more dangerous than others, but there is not one place in America that there is no gun violence.
Sure, no problem. But the problem is it's your city that's one of the most dangerous.
Listen, Charlie Kirk was a pawn. His whole movement is being used as a pawn.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You did a great job.
Listen, like I said,
great job. All right. So
Charlie Kirk's whole movement.
Listen, do me a favor. Next time you come up, don't sound that dumb and ghetto. Tori, what's up, Tori?
Hey, I won't stay long, but this is the most bizarre thing to me ever. They cannot just say, yes, our violence has come down, but we'd like to push it over the edge and get it all the way down. That sounds ridiculous. It sounds stupid. Like, I don't get it. If we had a town of 100 people and they all had cancer, and President Trump, and you guys reduced your cancer rate and cured it in 30 people, wouldn't we want to cure it in the other 70 if President Trump had the cure for that? I mean, it just makes no sense. What's your cancer rate and cured it in 30 people? Wouldn't we want to cure it in the other 70 if President Trump had the cure?
You're echoing. Yo Fave, she comes up here. I don't know why. You play like Captain Save-A-Ho sometimes. But good morning. How are you?
I came up because I rarely see you live. That's the only reason why I came up. I will be going live shortly. You're
Oh my
live.
God. If I come up, or if you're...
There's two other interesting big creators, more interesting creators, but I saw you and I just stopped by for a second.
And what
I
are your
wanted to
thoughts
ask
on the
you,
last guy?
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about this epidemic that's going on in this country?
Tell me the epidemic you want to speak on.
White on white crime.
I got you. So
That's all I want to talk about.
just statistically, who's killing who more? Blacks killing blacks or whites killing whites?
Whites killing whites.
Okay. And where do you get those numbers from?
I live in the state of Alabama.
Just say it.
And I'm not just talking about unaliving. I'm talking about SMEX crimes.
Okay.
I'm talking about SMEX crimes mainly because I live in the state of Alabama, and white men just can't keep their hands off the children here. You can pull it up. Look in Baldwin County. Baldwin County.
Right, hold on
Alabama.
1 second. I'm going to go to John yet. Did I say your name right? I'm so sorry.
Why did you stop me from talking? I didn't land my plane.
Yo, Fave Mama, I've heard your bullshit for multiple mornings now. I'm just sick of it. To me, anybody that comes up here and can't acknowledge certain facts, it's just a dead end. Okay? You're just entertainment for me, to be honest, just like the last guy. It is what it is.
Likewise.
All right. So, I'm so sorry. Jamia, how do you say your name? I'm so sorry. And Jamia, you dropped. All right, very good.
Dave, maybe she was trying to say that she thinks what President Trump is doing and trying to reduce crime everywhere, starting with a few big cities at a time, is good. So maybe she wants him to come to her city. Or is she that smart? No, I don't know. I don't think so.
I doubt it. All right, let's go with Portia. Portia, where are you from?
I'm in Atlanta. Good morning.
Good morning. And what brings you up?
Your prompt. I've been listening for about 20 minutes, but I just wanted to explain the difference between what happened with Kirk and the response that happened with Floyd, the two different responses. I believe majorly the response is different because, like the last host that you just got dropped, it's an issue of white on white crime. This is not something that people are storming the streets about. This is not something that people are going to gather the witches and the Amish people to say, okay, they've broken a social construct by having white on white crime. A social construct was broken with George Floyd because the police are supposed to be deployed and they are supposed to be there to serve and protect. They are not jury and executioner. So you have to understand that there's going to be good and there's going to be evil. You're never going to get crime to zero because there's always going to be insanity, right? There's always
So,
going to be
Portia, can I
someone.
ask you something? I am very surprised that I've had this photo up on two different platforms for two or three, maybe 4 nights. And I'm mind blown at how many black people that have come up and spoken with me that they are unaware that more white people are murdered every year by police than black people. Are you aware of that?
It would just be a numbers game, right? But there's more
No, hold on
black
one
people.
second. No, hold on one second. Don't disregard what I said. Are you aware that those are the facts?
Are they justly unalived?
Well,
Was there
Are you talking raw
a
numbers or
video
are we
of people
talking per
being held
capita?
with their
hold
masks?
on
What are
one
we gonna
second.
do
Hold
here?
on.
Because if you're talking raw numbers,
Hold on
yes, you are,
one
but
second. I'll
Per
bring your bitch
capita.
ass back up in a minute. Hold on. So can you just acknowledge facts? Just more white people every year are murdered by police than black people. Can we at least acknowledge that?
BLK are a minority. We're murdered at an
Wait,
alarming
why
rate
can't you acknowledge
unjustly.
it? Why?
That's the
Okay,
number.
why can't? Okay,
There's nothing to
what?
acknowledge. I'm acknowledging that you would because you have a larger number. That's why there's more of you in jail than us.
Well, let's
But
go
the
to
numbers are
the
saying that there's more of us than you. But
well,
that's
let's
not
go
the
to the
truth.
flip side of the coin. That black people commit over half the murders in our country when they're 13% of our population.
Is that an issue for you? Because from what I'm understanding, you're saying there's more black on black crime, that they're not unaliving white people at
What do
an
you mean?
alarming
Is
rate.
it an issue for me? What the fuck does that mean? It's not about me. Why
What's it
is your
about? So you have a
response?
concern for black people?
I think anytime there's gun violence in a city, we should try and solve it.
Right.
Are you
So
for
you
that?
believe that you believe that
Hold
deploying
on,
the
hold on one
National
second.
Guard for what? An
Portia,
unlimited amount of
Portia,
time?
I'm not a big fan of people deflecting. Just yes or no. Can you acknowledge that more white
No,
people die?
you can't tell me how to answer a question. And so I feel like you're
Okay, no
trying to
problem. Well,
replace.
Portia, guess what? It's very simple. It's either you acknowledge facts or you don't. And if you can't acknowledge them, then kick rocks. That's simple.
This is where
Yo,
we're
Fave
at.
Mama. I don't know why you're in the queue, Yo, Fave Mama. All right, so, no, sir. Where are you from?
Bro, you trigger happy this morning, huh? Hey, I do notice the
Wait.
stat of raw
Mhm.
numbers of white T men unalived by the police. I do notice that, but are
Okay.
we
Wait,
speaking per
so,
capita?
so,
Are we
so
gonna do
you
the per
said
capita
that
thing or are we switching
white
it up?
people have been unalived more often
Wait,
Hello?
recently, or is it?
hold on. Let me see what she's saying. Hello, Kitty?
Yes, tell me the statistic.
Wait, hold on one second. I'll get to you, Hello Kitty. Just hold on one second, please.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Are we talking per capita now or are we switching it up? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, raw
So,
numbers, yes. Yes, raw
okay,
numbers, yes. But
okay,
per
very good.
capita, no.
But I'm telling you, no, sir, and I mean this sincerely. There are so many black people that come up here, and their perception is
What are you
honestly.
talking about, man? Get to the point.
Wait,
Yes, I just told you the
okay.
numbers, yes. Raw
All right,
numbers,
goodbye.
yes.
Very
It's
good,
more
very good,
white
very
team,
good.
man.
See ya, see ya, see ya, see ya. All right,
Okay,
hello,
so
Kitty. Where are you from?
hello. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
You sound far away from your phone, love.
Uh, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, and what brings you up?
Okay, so what was the statistic that you were telling the girl right now?
I said that more white people are killed by police officers every year. Is that factually correct?
Is it? Is there data built off that? Is there like a percentage that is it a factual?
Wait,
Yes.
do you think it's factual? In your mind,
Okay,
if some
for
wait,
me, okay,
stop.
uh-huh,
In
yep.
your mind, if somebody said to you, "Who did police kill more? Not more per capita. Okay, just more, just raw number. white people
Oh,
or black people in 2024, what would your answer be?
okay. So it all depends on the situation. Okay. So
Wait,
say that you are
wait,
being
hello, Kitty.
detained.
Hello, Kitty.
Yes.
The situation is very simple. A cop murdered somebody. Okay, there's no context needed. It is
But
very
what are
simple.
the stipulations? Was the person who was being detained pulled out a knife, a pew pew, or
That's
what
fair,
did?
but we're just going off the straight numbers, not the reason or the storyline behind it or what happened before. Or I'm not going down that road.
Right.
Okay, what I'm just talking about. It's frustrating to me that there are people that have come up here nonstop and and are unaware. Like I think the perception is that white cops are just going out and murdering random black people, and that's just not the case.
That is not true.
Very,
That
very
is
good,
not true.
and I appreciate that.
Of
And
course,
and just one other thing, and I don't know if you'll agree or not. The frustrating part for me is I've been pulled over dozens of times. I've never once thought about not listening to the officer. If the officer
exactly.
says,
Okay.
"Wait,
Can I
hold on one
give an
second.
example?
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Did you say, do
So
I have an
I
example?"
I no, I have always been very compliant when it comes to being pulled over with policemen, and I will not be defiant towards a police officer because once they have already made their decision on what they are, if they're going to detain you, if they're going to arrest you, once they decide that they're going to arrest you, you cannot once they decide to put the cuffs on you, you cannot pull away. You cannot,
Of
I
course, it's kind of
have,
hard to drive while you're in handcuffs. Duh. But
yes,
my question, the point of me saying that was that it seems like the perception is what frustrates me. White people are not walking up to black people and just shooting them. White cops are not doing that, and I've never once seen a police officer shoot and kill somebody, white or black, if they just listen to them. Where's your drive or hand over your license, registration? Is there a gun in the car? I just don't
exactly.
see it happen, and that's the frustrating part. That there's so many people that come up here and act as if that is reality.
All right, I agree because police officers, they deal with the things that us regular civilians do not want to deal with. If you were to, a lot of police officers have to see trauma every day when it's with uh, when it's when you call a police officer, it's because you do not want to deal with the situation. You want the police officer to come and help you.
Okay, okay.
And
Just hold on. You're doing great. You did great. Let's go to the big. The big. Where are you from?
In California.
What brings you up, kind sir?
I just wanted to go ahead and touch on the fact that the conversation, when I joined at least, the question was who was unalive more, right? Who was actually without any statistic or any situations or anything like that, and it could not be answered that it was white men. That's all. I just wanted to bring that up because that was never answered. You asked who was unalive more, black men or white men by the cops. It's you asked, right, in the year.
Correct.
And it's been statistically proven that it was white men. It's there by a substantially larger number.
I appreciate that. To be fair, I knew the answer, but the frustrating part is there's a lot of people that, for some reason, does not want to answer it. But let's go to Mouse. Mouse, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
What brings you up, sir?
Basically, the same question the gentleman just said or just told you. That's when I also heard too. And yes, it is white people. I will not say white men, white people. Just like I won't say black men, I'll say black people. We understand that that's statistically, and I don't understand why people look at when you look at an officer or have an officer type situation, it is not a white officer. It can be either. It's officers. It's law enforcement, and that's the thing that I preach, because number one,
But
I
is
don't
it
know that
wrong to have respect for police officers? I feel like nowadays people look at if you have respect for police officers, they look at you like if you are the enemy. And I've always been very compliant with police officers,
yes,
even when
but
I
that's
have
that's
been
okay. That's okay when you say that, and I agree with complying at a certain point. Okay, and I'm not gonna deny that, because there are plenty of black folks that comply. There are plenty of people that comply. I understand every bit of that, but here's the thing that a lot of people do not understand. Okay, not every officer is good. All right, they make mistakes just like we do. So I'm not going to say that there are 100% that nobody has ever been unalived by mistake. That has happened. Look at I'm not going to say unalived. How about pew-pewed? Because look at the woman I can't remember who it was, woman or man, the officer that meant to use a taser but used the firearm. So, and I'm not saying they unalived, but it's sort of like there's a video that was on TikTok not too long ago that they went. I guess it was they went and knocked on a door, and it's a proven fact. The officer said, "Come outside so we can talk to you." And one officer is backing away from the door, and the other officer had his pew pew pointed and fixed on the door, and he pew pewed through the door, and uh, uh, the projectile went through the door and hit the gentleman. So I'm not saying. I mean, we know that more people are.
All right, let me just help everybody out. Okay, let me help everybody out. Keep it to fucking 30 seconds and keep it moving. Like, what are we doing? Once again, even if I agree with you, I don't need to, like, come on. Yo, Faith, why are, it doesn't make sense. Just why?
What do you mean?
Can I be honest with you?
You're easy work. You're
Okay.
fucking chewing tobacco. You have
Okay.
no class. That's why I
Okay.
like coming up here picking at you. You're
Yeah, but
chewing fucking tobacco, sir. You
guilty
have
as
no
charged.
class.
Guilty as
I'm gonna
charged.
mute up. Go ahead to your
Okay.
next
But
guest.
Faith, the problem is,
You are white trash. Why would I not
but
like coming up here?
Faith,
You're
hold on one second.
white trash
Faith, hold on
that's
one second.
trying to come across as an
Faith, hold on. I don't want to mute you again, okay?
you are white
Okay,
trash,
you're gone.
and you're trying to come
I'm like
across
that,
as
but
an intellect.
this is the difference, Faith, is you get triggered by facts and my photo and I guess my haircut and whatever else. I don't get triggered by what you guys say, right? That's the difference. And that's why you guys consistently, and I mean the Democratic Party there, are losing. Facts are never your friend. I did not see that. Kramer?
Allemaal. Nou, ik heb niet andere medicijnen gekregen, maar ik heb lactosevrij. Bij mij moet alles lactose.
All right. Is it Fav, does it bother you? I'd rather talk to that person than you. All right, no, sir. I think you're a little bit off, but at least you can have a conversation.
I'm a little bit off. I think you were stalling a little bit.
In which
That's
way?
all. Well, you weren't getting to the point. You said keep it to 30 seconds.
And
So
which
are you
point was that?
saying that? Are you
Wait,
saying that?
stop.
Go
Which
ahead,
point
bro. Speak.
did I fail to make?
Well, you never got to it. You dropped me too quick. But are you saying that BLK people are more violent? Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, statistically, they're more likely.
Statistically,
Right. There's no doubt, right? If black people are committing over half the murders,
over half.
if there's
Okay.
a murder on any street in America, the odds are that it's a black person that committed it, right? That's
That's a
just
you.
that's the numbers. There's no disputing that. That's not racist. Numbers are not racist. Numbers don't lie. So go ahead, your response.
Well, you know what? I do agree that when it comes to inner city violence, they
Okay.
too quick to the trigger. I agree with that.
But
But it's usually a reason behind that. But why you
okay,
motherfuckers
if you
keep
want to
shooting
justify
schools
it,
up
that's
for?
fine.
Like,
If you
what
want to
the
try
hell
and
does school do
justify
to
it,
y'all to make y'all go shoot up a school, bro? That's all I'm
I
asking.
got you. But here's the difference, and I mean this sincerely. Whenever people come up here and say school shootings and mass shootings, I can acknowledge that if there's a school shooting this morning, it's probably a white person. If
Yeah,
there's
but
a
why
stop,
y'all choose weak
stop,
targets,
stop,
soft targets
stop,
though?
stop.
Why y'all go after churches and shit? Like
Hold
that's
on one
crazy.
second. If it's a mass shooting, statistically, it's more likely it's a white person. However, even with those two things factored in, black people are still killing more Americans every year. That's the crazy thing to me. And
No,
I can
no, no, no,
acknowledge those
sir.
two
No,
things.
that's a goddamn lie.
Wait, what?
That's a damn lie.
Explain.
You said BLK people are unaliving people, more people per year. What are you talking about?
If
We're
black,
talking about pew pew violence. You know how
okay,
many drunk white people running around killing people in their
okay,
cars?
that's fair. So if I said
What the hell are
gun,
you talking about?
no problem. So if I said using guns, is that better for you?
I mean, keep it at that. Yes,
Okay,
I
no
agree.
problem.
Yeah,
Okay,
they get
sure.
them switches, they get crazy
Okay,
with them.
so
I
once
agree.
again, your people are more likely to take a gun and
It's
murder
not my
somebody.
people. None of my people has ever done anything like
That's
that.
that. That's that. It's that simple.
So
No
you
way around
claiming
it.
all white people? All you claiming all white people?
Wait, what?
You said my people. What the hell you mean by
Sure,
that?
I'll claim everybody. Every single white person. Yep, claim them. No problem.
So
So the
as a
question is,
heterosexual man, are you heterosexual?
yes, go ahead.
Okay. Do you think heterosexual white men are being discriminated against, like Charlie Kirk said?
I could care less about that. I'm not worried about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, worry
What
about
I'm
that.
trying to figure out is why is it that black people are more likely to murder somebody? Why is that?
Because y'all stole shit from them. That's why. It's usually targeted. It's not. It's not just some random pew pewing. That's what
Because
I'm telling you.
y'all. Wait,
It's
what
usually
was?
economic. It's usually some economic shit, or they on some drugs. You motherfuckers be drunk, holding your wife hostage with your underwear on.
That's
Why y'all
crazy.
keep doing that shit, man? Y'all be
Another
doing weird shit,
another
bro.
intelligent response
No,
from you.
you
You're
never
doing
answered
good,
the lady's
bro.
question. What do y'all see in baby butt cheeks? That's my question.
That's the problem.
Why
All
do
right,
y'all keep
and I'll
abusing
tell you
these
this:
babies?
if you have
Hey,
Yo Fave Mama saying WU, you're definitely losing. Rocco, where are you from, Rocco?
hey, man, I'm from California.
What
Now,
brings you
peep
up,
this
kind
out,
sir?
man. Because you talking about a whole lot of bullshit, brother. I ain't even
Okay,
gonna lie
tell
to
me
you.
what I said
Talking a
that's
whole.
factually
All
not
right,
true.
all right. First of all, white people, y'all commit more than half of the crime for sure. And far as like being killed by the police and shit, yeah, y'all probably getting killed by the police more because y'all commit more crimes. And the reason they ain't being reason why it's not being noticed is because it's justified. When y'all kill black people, like when you got people like on the Macy and stuff like that, y'all killing motherfucking black people like innocent that don't deserve it in ways. Y'all trash motherfuckers. Y'all get everything. Y'all always do the wrong shit and love to put it on us when we out here just like come on now, pick this out. Look at the history of people that being killed by police and why they were killed and the white people. Y'all motherfuckers is straight fucking trash. Y'all the problem of America. Y'all motherfuckers, look at what you doing. You up here rape baiting and rage baiting motherfuckers. You want to be a fuck piece of shit. A white piece of shit. Like, come on, dog. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. You up here, you don't have no factuals. you don't have no factuals. You don't have the right numbers to nothing you talking about. Like I said, the white motherfuckers that got killed by the police, they probably had a reason to get killed. Know what I'm saying? They had a real good reason. That's why it's not over the news and nothing like that. When you got motherfuckers begging for help, talking about I can't breathe with no guns or nothing on them, or not even doing anything to even get put in a position to even fight the police. How the fuck can it be justified? What makes it okay? You know what I'm saying? When y'all make fun of shit like motherfuckers like George Floyd and mockery and all that shit, it's okay. But when we don't give a fuck about a white piece of shit like Charlie Kirk, it's a fucking problem. The world goes up, man. Fuck y'all. Fuck Trump. Fuck everything y'all white crackers stand for. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all the fucking problems. Guns don't kill people. White people kill people. Fuck you talking
Power
about,
to the people.
man? This
Power
world
to
is
the
a problem
people.
because of y'all.
Yeah.
World is a problem because of y'all.
Listen, you sound very
Like
smart.
you a piece of
Rocco,
shit.
I don't know.
I promise you won't talk
Rocco,
none of
if
the
you
shit you talking.
Rocco,
You
hold on one
won't
second.
talk none of the shit you talk public. You
Rocco,
won't
do me a
talk none
favor.
of the
Go
shit you talking. You
hold
real
on,
talking.
Rocco. Hold on one second, Rocco. Let me get rid of your dumbass. Go tell your neighbor to reset like the modem. That way we could hear everything your dumbass says. Because this platform is made for dumbasses like you to come up, spew your bullshit with zero facts, and look like a fool. And that's what you did, and I appreciate you. All right, let's go with Kira. Kira, where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
And what brings you up?
I am so disgusted of the last 3 people you had up here on this panel. And I know y'all can't see my face. I don't know if that's a setting that you had, but as a very black
Wait, I'm
woman,
so sorry. A setting that I had? What's that mean?
because I can't see my profile picture in the.
Oh, I have nothing to do with that, love. I see your
Okay.
photo. It looks like a whole bunch. I mean, it looks like a whole bunch of trees,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
all. Yeah, but I
Okay,
see your
cool.
photo. But go ahead.
Yeah, some of you niggas are the most unintelligent, unethical, untalented batch of niggas I have ever met in my fucking life. You guys have erected an entire statue of a man, George Floyd, who actually committed crimes, murder, was a fucking drug addict, and you have the nerve to compare him to a man like Charlie Kirk. Be so fucking serious right now. A lot of you have no fucking job, and it's not because you can't get one, it's because you're fucking stupid, and I would never hire you. So to get on this panel and to complain about, oh, the white man this, the white man that, when you had more opportunities than all of our dead ancestors to make something out of yourself is fucking pathetic. And to sit up here and to make being black your entire fucking personality is also so fucking pathetic. All you care about is racial diversity, race diversity. None of you give a fuck about intellectual diversity. All your friends, you mound yourself and your circle of friends are all people who just look like you. They don't bring any kind of talent, any kind of skill to the conversation, to your circle of friends. You just surround yourself with people who look like you but bring absolutely fucking nothing to the table. And that's why if we ever had to go into survival mode, a lot of you guys would just die the fuck off because you guys have nothing that you fucking bring to the table. So I'm just up here to just, yeah, if you want to say spew my hatred, yes, I'm black, but I hate a lot of you fucking niggas because you guys are the bottom of the barrel and you elevate the lowest common fucking denominator among you to represent our community. And it's absolutely fucking disgusting. You sit up here and talk, oh, well, black people don't commit the most crimes. You guys fucking listen to rap music all day about pew pews and niggas taking another woman's bitch, and you love that shit. I will go to work at 6 a.m. in the morning and hear all this kind of music bump. People wake up and listen to that shit at 6 a.m. in the fucking morning. Are you kidding me? Go listen to some fucking Beethoven or something. I don't know. Like, I hate y'all. Y'all are disgusting. Like, and that doesn't mean I hate myself because I'm black. I have a black husband. I have a black child. But a lot of you guys are just so fucking unseasoned with the Lord. You guys are so unseasoned with just classless ass bastards. And ancestors would be absolutely mourning in their fucking grave and crying out if they fucking could, because a lot of you guys are just trash. And you get up here and you want to sing a song, oh, black people this, black people that. Go cry that same fucking song in your own hood and make it something great. As soon as y'all get a little bit of money, y'all flee from your own fucking neighborhoods. You don't even try to erect your neighborhoods to be something great. You flee and you run to the white neighborhood and you buy a house over there because you know in your fucking hearts you hate where the fuck you come from. So to get up here and say, oh, black people don't commit crimes, who the fuck are you trying to gaslight? Like, be so fucking serious.
Kara, I must tell you, kudos for everything that you said. I just have one question. Why is it that you're the minority within the black community? I have Girls Code in the queue ready to come up, and she is the polar opposite of you. Why is it that black people still play victim for shit that happened to their ancestors? Go ahead.
Because it's a fucking cop-out. It's just an easy way to say, oh, look at me, I'm doing bad, so I need this handout. Like, be so fucking serious. I've been on this planet for 28 years. I have my master's. I've been able to make and I didn't come from a rich background. I come from very humble beginnings. But you guys are just, you look for every cop-out possible, and it's just absolutely annoying. If I walk past a group of black people, black men with fucking shice mask on, I'm clutching my fucking bag. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys are disgusting, and honestly, like I said, it's a cop-out. It's a complete cop-out. It's unaccountability. You guys know what the fuck y'all do. Y'all know what our community is so shallow of. And that's not to say that we don't have great people among us, but a lot of you look at your black children in the face and tell them that they have to be the exception and not the fucking rule. And that is absolutely fucking pathetic. I would never look at my son and say, because of your skin color, you have to work twice as hard. Get the fuck out of here. No, we live in a country where everything is possible. Anything is fucking possible. People flee to this fucking country illegally and risk their fucking lives just to get a taste of the fucking dream. And you guys live here, born here and everything. And you just take your fucking circumstances for granted because you rather listen to fucking Cardi B at 6 a.m. in the morning than get up and actually inform yourselves. You know why a lot of people get in trouble with the law? A lot of black people get in trouble with the law because you don't fucking know the law. You live in fucking Idaho all your fucking life and you don't even know the penal codes, you don't know the fucking laws, the policies, nothing. And then when you break it, you cry, oh, I'm black, they're doing because you don't fucking know the law. You don't care about informing yourselves about where the fuck you live, nothing.
All right, I appreciate you, Kira. And if you enjoyed the reality that Kira is talking about, the exact polar opposite is my friend Girls Code. So, Girls Code, your thoughts on what Kira said. Go ahead.
Well, Kira sounds very angry. And, angry people see, when you live your life in anger. And
Wait, I'm so sorry. What was your opening sentence? That Kira sounds angry?
Yeah, she sounds very angry.
Okay, no problem. Real quick, can you tell me did she say anything that was inaccurate?
Yes, she did.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
But the last two
everything she said was inaccurate, and I'm gonna tell you why.
The last two men up here didn't sound angry.
Oh, can I talk?
I don't give a fuck about you talking. The last two men who were up here didn't sound angry though. It was all cool and kicks and giggles when they was up here with their unclassy mouths, but now because
Girls Code was gifted them too.
It's not angry anymore.
I really just wish I could talk. This lady obviously has a chip on her shoulder.
About you talking. I don't have to be cute.
Hold on, Kira. I do want to hear her nonsense because it is quite the entertainment for me. Go ahead, Girls Code.
Yeah, when people talk about chip on shoulder, this is the lady they described, right? So obviously she have a chip on her shoulder. She have some kind of self-hatred or deprecating, ideology, and that's why she decided to come on TikTok and berate her people for no reason, right? Because the fact is there are good and bad people in every race, right? There are people in every race that does bad things, right? You don't see any other race on TikTok talking about how horrible their people are, right? Nice. Only person that would do that is somebody who really, 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 really have a horrible life and really, 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 really hate themselves. Right? That's the only kind of person that would do that.
What did she say that you say he hates herself?
Because I'm sure, host, there are white people that commits crime. I don't hear you on here talking about
nobody's fighting that. Nobody's disputing that.
Let me finish. You don't hear you on TikTok beraging them and talking about them, right? You don't hear you saying, oh, my people, the ones that are bad are horrible people, right? And I cannot imagine any person that's worth a grain of salt would look at a person like this lady and give them any credibility. Right? Most people probably look at this lady and say, oh my God, This lady is a horrible, horrible person. What kind of person would go on a freaking live panel on TikTok and berate and talk all this negative thing about her people?
Did I
This
lie?
person probably just doesn't even have any freaking,
Did I lie?
Sometimes Lizzo once said that the truth hurts, right? And I think she spoke a lot of truth that
It's not the
hurts
truth.
people like you.
It's not the truth. How could it be the truth? Human beings commit crime. Human beings don't commit crime. It has nothing to do
You
with
didn't say
race.
anything
It
that
has to
disputes
do-
that. What are you talking? That's your response?
No, but
Human
she's
beings
focusing.
commit crime.
The fact that she's
Thanks,
focusing
girls
on
code. Like
fact that
that's
she's
your response?
No, the fact that she's focused. No, it's my response that the fact that she's focusing on one group only, it means she had biases, and her biases are being represented on this panel. And her biases probably centers around her own insecurities. Because she's insecure about who she is as a black person.
Am I?
She's not comfortable in her skin.
Really?
Every time a black person
insecure?
does something, she thinks it's a representation
or
of
am
her.
I calling out
right?
the fact that
Whereas me, as a confident, successful, happy, professional black woman, I recognize that each individual is responsible for their own actions, right? And every single person, depending on their depending on a whole bunch of variables. Ma'am, can I talk? What is wrong with you?
I don't give a fuck about you talking. I
You just
really
you
don't.
can sit up here and spew your hate. Can I
Sit here
talk?
and say that I'm
No,
insecure.
I just want to finish talking.
Okay, just hold on one second. Girls code. Let's just keep it very simple.
Yeah, but she spent a whole two hours talking about random nonsense.
Bitch, it wasn't 2 hours.
Of course,
nonsense.
and what she said is way more valuable than the nonsense that you said, because
Okay, why is it more
what
valuable?
she
Explain.
says is full of truth. You
Okay, what's
come
true
up
about what she
and
said?
your response is human beings commit crimes. Good job,
Yeah,
girl.
so for example, right? Your
Yeah.
ancestors went on every single continent on this earth and caused damage, unalive people, right? The
Right.
complete groups of people no longer exist because of your ancestors. But you
Girls
guys
code.
refuse to hold them
Girls
accountable.
code, with all
You
due
guys don't
respect.
come on TikTok and talk about, hold on, let me finish.
But
You
girls
guys
code,
don't come
nobody
on TikTok and
mentioned-
talk about how horrible your ancestors were. As a matter of fact, you guys defend it and justify it. Right? But for some reason, this lady hates herself so much that she figures she's going to pick on the few people that are committing some crimes because they're in a poor area because of poverty. This lady has some problems, some serious problems.
You're so
Okay, so hold on, stop 1 second. So, girls code, let's just take you and Kara just away from it for a second, okay? And let's just talk about people in general. We have one person that takes accountability, no excuses, regardless of what happens to their ancestors, realizes that they live in the best country on the planet, and then the other person, nonstop excuse making, playing victim nonstop, and does not appreciate that they have the same opportunity that everybody else has in this country. Who's more, I don't know, who's worse? Who do you think's doing worse?
I think the people who keeps pointing on the other people and tell them they're not accountable when, they're refusing to be accountable for their damage, the damage they cause, because, you guys. So all right, let me ask you a question. If
Girls
accountability
code,
is so
I'm
important
just
to you.
telling
Oh,
you,
close.
I
Let me
don't
ask you a
care.
question.
Hold on,
Can I
girls
ask you a
code.
question?
Girls code, stop. I don't care if you're in here and you're white or black, anything. I don't give a fuck what you are. The fact that these two ladies are up here and you just see how different they live their life. Okay? And to me, it's disgusting, girls code, that so many people come up here, refuse to acknowledge facts, and want to play victim in 2020.
You know what it sounds like when you say that, host? That's like Jeffrey Dahmer is telling people, I'm mad that you're unaliving people. Right?
That's
Because
your
you are like
comparison.
you are
Oh,
like
that's
Jeffrey
that.
Dahmer is telling me that you're mad that my community is committing crimes, right?
I'm
And that's
gonna
what I'm
be
saying.
Things can
You are
exist
not
at the
you're
same
not
time.
holding-
We can
if you are
say
holding
that
your-
yes,
Jesus
there are
Christ, what is
disgusting
freaking
white
wrong with
people
this
out there,
lady?
but at the same time, at the rate that black people complain
Ma'am,
about
can I finish
racism,
talking?
and no, shut the fuck up. You already talked. I already heard your
I'm
bullshit.
not done yet. The host and you interrupted me, and I was just trying to finish my little
All right,
monologue.
hold on, girls code. Let Kira go. Go ahead, Kira.
At the rate that you guys, I'm not dismissing the fact that there are disgusting people in every race. But when you guys sit up here and say, oh, white people did this to black people, have you never fucking studied world history? Everybody, every race or group of race of people have been slaves and have been disrespected and murdered at some point in time in history. So to sit here in a country where you can't even go to other places around the world and openly be black and talk all the shit that you do right now, you can do that here in this fucking country. You can openly legitimately criticize your fucking president and not be thrown in a fucking jail the next morning. That's my contention with black people. And my other contention is the fact that you guys run away actually from accountability. It has nothing to do with me being insecure. It has everything to do with the fact that I have seen for the last 28 years of my fucking life, you guys vote the same fucking party into office simply because you think they care about you. And we have been at the bottom every fucking year after year for fucking decades. I'm not done. So shut the fuck up. I'm not
All right,
done.
one more
And I'm
point and
sick
let her
and
respond
tired
here. Go ahead,
of
make
people
one more.
like
I agree
you
with everything
saying
you're
that
saying.
I'm insecure because I call out what I see on my side. Stop. See, the problem is you're one of those people who grew up in a family that when your mother said, why did you do this? You looked to your sibling and said, well, they did that. Fuck them. What about you? Look in the fucking mirror. Stop looking at white people and what the fuck they're doing. What about us? What about our community? What the fuck are we doing wrong? Because I'm willing to call that out, that makes me insecure. Suck a dick.
All right, first of all, my father was in the military. He was extremely strict. I could not talk back to him.
All right, Kara, do me a favor. Just let her respond, love. Let her respond, please.
This lady's so annoying. Yeah,
Of
my father
course,
was
she's
in the
speaking
military.
facts. That always annoys you guys.
Okay. But you let her talk.
It's
Can you just
all
let me talk
Democrats
too?
that come up here. You just get annoyed by facts. But go ahead, 1 minute.
No, I get annoyed by being interrupted.
No problem. I'm
All right,
not
so
gonna,
yeah, my father was
go
in the
ahead.
military. He was extremely strict. I could not talk back to him. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, right? That's the first thing. Secondly, it's interesting that you have excuses for all the people that commit crimes all over the world, but you can't even find one for your own people. That is freaking ludicrous, right? It's interesting that you can say, oh, all these people commit all these crimes in the world, and I'm so okay with that. You know, all these tribes are no longer existing, and I'm so okay with that, right? All these countries' resources are now gone, and I'm so okay with that. But you can't find one excuse to justify one behavior for your own people. Man, that's a problem. That's the first thing.
I think you're fucking retarded.
Now, secondly, host, you know, we're talking about accountability. Hold on, I'm almost done. We're talking about accountability.
Go ahead.
Accountability, right? So if we're going to take accountability, then why are we against reparation? A reparation is you showing that you're accountable for the actions that you've done in the past. So why are you guys fighting against something that would right a wrong then if you're about accountability?
But nothing happened to you.
Well, we're talking about accountability, sir.
Breaking news.
Listen, you're saying nothing happened? Nothing happened? 400 years of slavery didn't happen?
Nothing happened to you.
No. Oh, you think so? You think so, host? You think when the slave master is in his mansion enjoying his coffee and my grandmother is freaking, in the soil
That's still not you. I want to talk about you.
You don't think that has something to do with slavery?
What happened to you?
I had to freaking plant fruit stew because the slave master took all the resources. That's all I'm saying. I had to plant my own food.
You had
I
to
lived
what?
in a hut. I was struggling because the slave master took all the resources and left my grandmother to figure it out on her own. He didn't pay her when he let her go, right? He took all the money. Now he's a billionaire and she's freaking still struggling.
So what was the worst thing?
I suffered because of that. What
was the worst thing that happened to you?
The worst thing that's happened to me? What do you mean?
Like
my
you
whole
want
life,
reparation.
I don't look at my life that way. I look at my life as everything is a learning experience. The worst things sometimes turn out to be the best things. I don't look at individual things and say, oh, it's so horrible. I look at it as a learning experience. So that's not a question that I would even cater to engage to answer.
Okay, so do you deserve reparations? Yes or no?
Yeah, black people, all black descendants of slaves deserve reparation. It's kind of like.
But what was the worst thing that happened to you personally?
I mean, I grew up extreme. I'm from Jamaica, so we when the slave master left, they took all the resources out of Jamaica, right? So I grew up in a hut, a literal hut.
So
my grandmother.
Are you saying during your lifetime you were a slave in Jamaica?
No, I'm saying sir, do you not know that we need resources to live? Do you not know that you need money to buy things and food and clothes and a house? So when I say he took all the resources, he might not have physically harmed me, but he took everything that I needed to survive.
I'm so confused.
He took everything that I needed to survive. How am I going to survive?
Work.
Work in the fields? And that's what I'm saying. We're building a country that they came and took all the resources out of it and took it to England. So how are we supposed to freaking build from that? And is that not setting us back?
But Girls Code, Girls Code, I got good news for you. You did survive. Whatever horrendous
I did, and it makes me stronger. It makes me stronger. Survive. Yes, I agree. But that doesn't mean I don't need reparation for the freaking struggles you put my ancestors through. So if you're talking about accountability, I need y'all to be accountable.
But
you
I
have to
did
be
nothing.
accountable for the damage you cause. And this lady up here is a freaking embarrassment.
You think she's the embarrassing person here?
She's an embarrassment for every person. All my ancestors and what they've gone through, she's an embarrassment to that. She's an embarrassment for all the things that my people are currently still going through. She's an embarrassment
Anyway,
for
I'm gonna
that.
go clock into
I
my
can't believe
job
she's on a
because I
public
have
forum
one, and
with
that's
a
how I make
picture
it.
Kira,
like that,
I appreciate you. I'm going to
claiming all
follow
these
you.
horrific
Thank
things.
you. Have a good day.
Thank
please
you, Kira.
leave.
Everybody
Move
follow
on.
Kira. Can I just ask you, Girls Code?
Yes.
You said that my friend Kira, she's the embarrassing one. Do you really believe that?
Yes, definitely. She's an embarrassment. It's kind of like it's like the Jewish people praising Hitler. Why would they do that for his actions?
But I think that's
Nobody
a
would do
horrible
that. Nobody
comparison.
would come and praise the people who caused them harm for the harm they caused.
But she didn't come
Unless
up
they have
here.
mental problems.
Girls Code, she did not praise white people.
She did. She just justified all the crime that happened across the world.
No.
She did that.
Just so you know, Girls Code, I'm in a group chat and there's like 4 or 5 African American ladies in there, and they're saying that you're embarrassing yourself.
Right, because that's why they're in your group chat, because they believe that crazy ideology. That's why they're in your group chat, sir. They follow you.
Yeah, they do. It's called
I don't trust
I don't know
anybody
why they
who
call
would
it
hate on
jungle
their own
fever.
people. I don't trust anybody who would hate on their own people. A person that will sell their own people out is a person that you cannot trust. You shouldn't trust them either, host.
Oh,
Because they have no loyalty. They have no loyalty to nothing.
What's
so
up,
you need
Darren?
to watch your back, because as soon as you turn your back, they're gonna stab you in it too.
Girl, you really think that they're gonna give everybody reparations? They're not just gonna
Anyway,
give
I'm
y'all
done. I
40
gotta go.
acres
I
of
was
land.
working
Like,
when
what
I
are you
heard this
even talking
crazy ass
about?
lady, and
The
I had to come up.
Holocaust happened right after slavery. You don't see the Jews complaining, yo. This victim mindset is fucking ridiculous, yo. Damn. Y'all make it seem like American history, Black American history, and African American history is the only fucking history, bro. Shit. What the fuck? Literally, the Holocaust happened after. And I don't see Jewish people complaining so fucking much.
All right, so
Even if they were to give reparations, Dave, even if they were to fucking do that shit, it's not gonna apply to every African American or every Black American. It's not gonna apply like that. That's not how shit works. They're gonna have to trace the bloodline down.
Amen. Amen.
You could drop me now.
Well, Sharon, you can drop yourself, baby. Basic, where you from?
I am originally from California, but live in Tennessee.
All right, and what brings you up, kind sir?
Well, let me first start by saying Kira does not speak for all Black men, and I'm kind of embarrassed that she got up there and said all that crazy stuff she said. But I'll kill her.
But hold on one second. What did she say that's inaccurate?
What did she say that's inaccurate? Well, first, I mean, she said a lot of things.
Like what? Give me one. Give me one.
Okay, by saying that all Black people are Black people who ain't listening to rap music and this and that. I'm speaking from experience for myself. I don't listen to rap music. I love the gospel.
Let's not talk about music choices. Let's just talk about the accountability factor. Let's start there.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example for myself. All right, and I've always been. I grew up in LA. Just a little background. I grew up around gangs in the 80s. I was never a part of a gang. I took a different path. I wanted to go to school, play sports, get education. I did all that. Now, I've always been the type of person that says, don't let your past dictate your future. So I'm 44.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You come up here. You want to criticize what Kira said. What I'm looking.
I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to give it to you, sir.
All I'm looking for is what did she say that was inaccurate? That's all.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. Okay. We like to play victim, right? We like to play victim.
Hold on, let me mute this wasted. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
Hello? Okay. So one of the examples, she said we like to play victim. All right. Now I gave you a foundation of myself just to tell you from experience, because I almost became a statistic of what she's trying to say we play victim too. Okay? Just last year, I was facing 20 years. I've never been in trouble, no record.
Sir.
Okay?
Hello, sir. What I'm
Go,
looking
go
for
ahead.
is something that she said
Yeah.
that was inaccurate, and you want to go back to
I'm telling you.
your like Facebook profile
She
type
said
stuff.
that we like. Did she say we like to play victim?
I think as a whole, yes. And you heard the next guest after that, girls code play victim. Like that was you heard that, right?
Okay. Okay, I'm again. I'm speaking from experience on how I almost became a victim, and I'm
Okay.
not out there in the streets.
Okay. Do you agree that there are?
So
Hold on. Do you agree that there are black people in
go.
America that played victim for shit that happened to their ancestors? Yes or no?
What's your definition of playing victim? First of all, what do you mean
Anytime
playing
they
victim?
bring it up as an excuse on why they're not meeting their own expectations or their life sucks or whatever the case may be.
I'll say this: if they're not actively trying to do better, and they're just using solely that as a crutch to go out there and actually become successful, yes, that's playing victim. But if they're speaking from experience of maybe not getting a job or maybe even encountering racism, that's not playing victim. That's something that they're actually experiencing.
Is there
So when
anything?
you say, go ahead.
Is there anything a white person can do in this country that a black person cannot?
I mean, there's obviously, I mean, we have one black president, right? I mean, so obviously there's things that white people can do that black people can't do. So, I mean, that's evident.
But there are
So
people
when
that
you ask
come
that
up here
question,
and portray that as reality. That there's so many things that white people can do that black people cannot, which I don't understand.
I say white people have had a head start, and it depends on what field you're in.
Head start. What does that
You
mean? What
know,
does that mean?
if that you don't think white people have a head start?
How's that the case? Like how much of a head start is a 25-year-old black man still behind a 20-year-old white man? They got a 5-year head start.
Yes, he is.
Oh, they is. Okay, they is. Okay. Elaborate, Paul. Go ahead.
Because you have to think about the white guy who has more resources, and they also have quality education than the black community has. So there's a lot of things that they receive that we do not. So
And let's not talk about your daddy being the CEO of the company, right? And let's not talk about your uncle also owning the company. I mean, when you ask these questions, bro, like
Hold on. Wait. Did you just hear what you said? Did you just hear what you said? As if there's no black CEOs or black people running companies?
No. That's not. Listen, bro.
They love to sell themselves short.
Who's selling themselves short? Look, I'm very successful.
But
I would never sell myself
good. You just proved your own point.
I would never sell myself short.
Good, then. Stop complaining. Okay, you want to talk about, the lady talked about accountability, right? One of the main things she was talking about was accountability. Can you hold yourselves accountable for going all the way back to the point of who put you on the boat? She was from Jamaica. They sold their own resource. They have nothing. They are not proprietors of anything because they sell it out. Even if you guys had the money to do anything, what would you do with it? Not a damn thing. You would be broke again. The next generation would be begging for more reparations.
we don't know what we would be.
First of all, who is y'all? You say y'all, you would do nothing with it. What do you mean? Who's you?
You're the one up there speaking right now.
What do you mean?
You need to hold your hand.
You're tripping out. Chill out. Stop tripping out.
Are you stupid? You sound crazy right now, bro.
No, I sound crazy.
You sound crazy.
I'm talking to you and you're tripping out on me.
You're not talking to me. You're talking about what we wouldn't do. Dude, I opened up a whole
We already know what you would do. It's proven. You guys had over 100 years to figure it out. You still can't do it. You guys are still shitting in holes over there in your home.
Who is y'all? Are you talking about black people?
There's not one white tea person riding your backs over there, and you guys haven't accomplished anything. Even if you got the money now, you still wouldn't do anything with it. Your
Are you
grandkids will
talking
be
about
begging
black
for
people?
I
reparations.
don't know
That's
who
how it
he's
goes in the
talking about with
system in
Yeah,
the
black
streets
okay,
people.
right
let
now.
me help you out. He's talking about black people. Okay, let's not
You,
play blue
Yeah, I don't
soccer.
know what
Let's
black
people.
not
people
play
he's talking
dumb.
about because I don't know what black people he's talking about.
I'm talking
Exactly.
about
He's
your
right.
culture, the
Hey,
whole way that y'all
You're not
society.
talking
Not
about
all of
our
you.
culture. You're
you
not
Not
ain't talking
talking
all
about
of
about
my
our
you.
culture.
No,
culture.
not all of you, but
You ain't talking about
statistically,
my
a
culture.
huge proportion.
You
Yes,
talking about
absolutely.
statistics. That's like me saying statistically, you sound like you are from a trailer park.
Exactly.
Oh
I
well,
mean,
that's
that's
funny. I'm
crazy. Come
not,
Wait,
on,
but
wait,
bro.
Paul.
that's your low
Hold on one
IQ
second, please.
talking.
Paul,
But
why
that's
did you
low
not
IQ.
push back on what's his name, Basic up here, whenever he said essentially said that there's no black people that own businesses or CEOs? Why
I
didn't you
never
push
said
back
that.
on
Don't put
that?
words in my mouth.
I'm
Bro, don't
sorry.
put words in my mouth. I never said there's not black. I own a business. I wouldn't say black people don't.
But your
Don't put words in
comment
my mouth.
said you act
Don't
like your daddy didn't run the.
don't put words. Don't put words in my mouth, bro. I
I
never
quote
said
you word for
black people
word.
don't
That's
own
what you
business.
said.
I said what?
You said you act like y'all daddy didn't run the company, and
I didn't say
y'all
that. I did not say that, bro.
Oh, okay. I
I
guess that was
said
different things. No problem.
yeah. You heard wrong, bro.
You pretty
You
much
totally
said
heard wrong.
all YT people are
You heard wrong.
CEOs, and you guys can't
I
accomplish
did not
anything.
say
Like they're
all
just
white
holding you
people are
down.
CEOs either, bro. Like y'all don't listen, man. That's the problem.
This
Open
is
your
why
ears, bro.
that's why there's black fatigue is because of this right here. It's not
You
because of
you sound
everything
like
else.
white
Oh
fatigue.
fuck yeah!
You sound like white fatigue.
Okay,
You
then
believe
whatever it
everything
is. I
Donald
mean, you
Trump
guys can't
says.
even. You guys.
I
Y'all
don't think
always
white
hold
fatigue
on,
is a thing.
hold on. I got a question for you, ho. Y'all
Basic,
want to
do
talk about?
something with your microphone. It sounds horrendous, bro. And it didn't sound
I
that
got a
bad when you
question for
first
you.
joined.
I got a question for you.
Oh, there you go.
You
Much better.
y'all talk statistics, right? I mean, is it statistics really accurate? I
Yeah,
mean, when you look at when you, I'm not talking to you, bro.
yeah. I'm going to
Nah,
answer you. So because
you're
I'm
wasting
Hold
saying
on,
what
hold
y'all
on.
you're wasting
saying.
time.
Let's entertain it. Whatever. First
You're
of all,
wasting
whatever you
time like
did,
your name.
Basic. Listen to me for a second, please.
Go ahead.
Whatever you did with your microphone, you sounded much more clear whenever whatever you did. So
Okay.
okay, very good.
Can you
So
hear me?
great. So what
Okay.
statistics are you pushing back on?
I'm saying like when y'all say statistically blacks commit more crimes. I
Hmm.
mean, if you look at statistically serial killers, how many serial killers were they, and what color were they?
Okay,
Are
let's
those? Are those? I'm
let's.
not talking to you,
Oh,
bro.
you're
Shut
back to
up.
that microphone. When you
I
get
didn't.
loud, that
Get your
microphone gets
phone
muffled.
before he says you're on the Obama phone in a minute.
You
It's not. It's not my
you
phone.
said
It's
it, not
basically
us.
keep talking and keep messing up what I'm saying.
Yeah, but why is it when you start screaming at the white folk, you
I'm
just get
not.
all muffled?
I'm not screaming, bro. Wasted just need to shut up. Ain't nobody talking to Wasted. He's a waste of
He
time.
still got a razor.
All right. So, where are we going with this?
So when you say statistic, when you talk about serial killers as a whole, do you really know black serial killers?
Come on, bro.
They
Yes or no?
This
what
is the
rate do they
difference.
kill it? Dude, what rate
Stop,
do they
stop,
unalive each
stop,
other?
stop. If I acknowledge that if it's a school shooter or a mass shooter, statistically more likely a white person, correct? Can we agree on
I'm
that?
not, no, 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 no. I'm not even talking about like the mass shootings or anything. I'm talking about like your Jeffrey Donners and all them, your Ted Bundys, those type of people. Those statistics are not even in there. Do you find
What
black
would
serial
wait? What
killers?
would Jeffrey Dahmer's murder stats have to do with the last full year that the FBI
That's
operated
my part.
Wednesday?
That's my point. It's not a part of the
Listen,
statistics.
I can't deal with the mic. I can't deal with the mic. I'm just going to start over. I don't understand why when you raise your voice, it goes like that. Doesn't make sense. Your mic is gone. All right, let's go with Blobfish, Big Nate. All right, who connected first? Big Nate, where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
What brings you up, kind sir?
Uh, I never jump on these panels because I just don't. But I just for some reason I just wanted to today because I'm trying to understand like what's the argument. Because it's like are black people blaming themselves? Is that what we're saying? Like they're blaming their ancestor, the past, on why
Well,
they
to be
act like
fair,
they
they're
do.
blaming the white folk. That's factually
All
correct.
right. So this is the point, and you could this is my point of view. I'm biracial. My mom from Seattle, my dad from South Carolina. I've lived in Seattle for 8 years. I lived here the majority of my life. It also has to do with your demographics and what part of the area you're from. Um, I see that my dad's side of his family, yes, they are successful, and yes, they go through some things, but the majority of the area and the people that come around this area still, had to come through this whole Jim Crow era thing, blah blah blah. Say, down deep south versus my mom's family in the Northwest, where they live a very more comfortable life. It's just different demographics also too. We have to take that in accountability of the area where you come from. And I've never been in the inner city or anything like that. So, but the whole point of this is, when are we going to get past all of the black and the white stuff? Period.
That's
When
a great
can
question.
when
That's a
can we
great
just
question.
get past that? Quit blaming one side, quit blaming the other side, and everybody move forward together. But we can't, because you have panels like this where people are, you can literally see like people come up here freaking angry. Even the girl Kira, she had some great points, but she was like fucking dummies and fucking, like cussing and stuff, where it made her sound unclassy. And
Well,
it,
I'm gonna
it,
be
it
honest. I love Kira. She
I
was
know you
speaking the
did.
truth.
I could tell you. I could. No, she was speaking the truth that you want to hear. She was
Okay, what
not
did she?
speaking
Stop. What did she say that was inaccurate?
what she was. What she? No, I didn't say it was inaccurate. I said it was how she delivered it. So if she's talking like
Okay,
that,
so
who is going to want to listen to her?
Stop. So your problems were the delivery, but the facts were factual.
Well, I can't. I wasn't here for our whole conversation. I came in on the back end of it, and she sounded very pissed off about it.
All
Like
right,
black people.
I thought we had some progress. Down below, Blob. Where are you from, Blob?
I live currently in Cincinnati, Ohio, but I'm originally from Mississippi.
And what brings you up?
First off, forgive me, I just woke up and I have sleep apnea, so I might sound a little tired.
It's okay. Good morning, sunshine.
Yes, sir, and I have a slight stutter, so I
No
apologize
problem.
at the time. I always give that disclaimer. What brings me up is the simple fact that the lady that was here before, not Miss Kira, but the other lady, the girls' code, she was playing victim so hard. It's like, I'm so tired of it. As somebody who's half black himself, constantly playing victim, constantly doing this, constantly doing that, and blaming white people for everything. My family is all white. I was adopted into a white family. I don't have any special, privileges. I don't have any special this or special that. I don't have any magical thing that gave me a leg up over anybody else. But somehow it's always the black community that wants to complain and wants to feel sorry about themselves and blame something that happened years ago, which there wasn't even 400 years of slavery to begin with.
You said that you're biracial.
Whoa,
Yes,
whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa,
yes,
hold
I
whoa.
on
That's
one
am.
second.
exactly why you don't have any privileges.
What?
Well,
What, Paul?
that's exactly why you have no privileges.
What are you talking about, bro?
You just said that you didn't have any privileges growing up. You were adopted into a white family. So the difference is you're not white, you're biracial. So
Oh,
there's a
dude,
difference.
shush, shush, shush,
No, you
shush.
shush. You need to take your
No,
shoes off looking
Hold
like
on,
that.
hold on.
you're trying to
Don't
make me
don't don't
into.
argue about
All
it.
right,
Don't
hold on
argue
one
about it.
second.
Listen.
Hold on one second. I'll open it back up. Aja?
Hey, it's Asia.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Asia. How are you?
It's okay. I'm doing fine. I'm from Georgia.
Okay, and what brings you up?
Well, I was wanting to respond. I didn't hear what Miss Kira said, but I heard the other lady in Basic, if that was his name, and
Yeah, that was.
okay, and I want to say that she was playing victim, and I don't remember the basic guy. So when he was talking about him, he decided to go to school and all this and that. What black people is not getting, even the black people that are successful and chose to go to another route, is when we speak about the system, If you make it out the hood, even if you don't go to school, and you become an entrepreneur, you build, etc., that's breaking away from the system. He chose to go ahead and go to school. He knew he didn't want to be in and out of jail and all those things. Me, I was raised with both of my parents. I grew up in the projects. I lived in low income housing. I had a child young. I dropped out of ninth grade and I went to school. I decided to not let my past affect me, and I made a choice for myself to go to school. I'm a nurse. I have a bachelor's degree in education. So I'm not understanding what is this system that everybody keeps bringing up. Is there systematic racism? Yes. But is it impossible to become what you want in this world? No, it's not. I am not going to tell my daughter that she does not have the same opportunities as a white person. That makes you, where's the confidence? That's I'm not going to tell her that. She has the same abilities, capabilities as a white person. In universities, there's all races of people that go to those universities. What difference does the white person have than the black person have? I heard
And
someone in the
answer that.
comments speak on when Charlie was talking about whatever he said about what's her name, Michelle Obama and these people. Those people were rich or had money. So, and it's black people that are privileged. It's black people that are accepted into some universities that get into areas or jobs because of their family or their last names. So, and about reparations,
Okay,
I
hold on,
agree.
because that's just nepotism used the same way.
Please don't
That's
cut me
just
off. Let
nepotism.
me talk. Let me
I'm not
talk.
All
sure.
right, let her
And about
finish. Let her make
I
one more
will.
point, and then you could respond. Go ahead,
Yes,
Asia.
sir.
One more.
okay, and about the reparations. Someone spoke on reparations.
Mhm.
I agree that black people shouldn't get reparations. It should not be these new age white people paying for reparations that their ancestors did when they are not at fault for what their ancestors did. And I agree with the other white dude that was on there, he's gone now, that said that if black people got reparations, we would spend it on BS.
That's not true.
It's true for
That's not true.
the
All
people
right,
that are
hold on.
playing
Let her finish. Let her
it's
Good.
true
finish.
for the
Let
Because
him.
I'm a cooker.
I'm sorry. What's his name? King. Go ahead, King. You could respond.
And then may I
All
ask
right.
Asia a question once Mr. King is done?
Of course. Go ahead, King.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate the decorum. All right. So first off, uh, several points was made. You said that first thing you were labeling everything amongst the color of our skin. It's crazy to me to understand that, right? When you're sitting here
Why?
talking about,
Why is it crazy for you to
I'll
understand?
fin. First off, I'll finish just like I let you
Hold on
finish.
one second, King, if I may. Can you tell me something that she said that was inaccurate? That's usually what I want to hear. Is hey, Asia, you said this and you're way off. And the reason why you're way off, and here are the facts on why. I don't understand why there is one side that consistently comes up here and cannot just provide a factual response to when people like Asia talk. That's what I don't get.
It's because
Okay,
I'm black.
I
It's because I'm
Well,
black,
he
and they think that
first
I'm
off he
supposed to
asked
be
me the question.
pro-black.
Calm
no,
down.
Asia,
It's
I'm well aware. I'm well aware. I
okay. Go
understand
ahead.
what you're saying. But go ahead, King. Go ahead.
All right, so you asked that question and everything. So if you're sitting here saying that I should answer a specific question to her multiple, questions
Did she
or
say
rights
anything
to,
inaccurate? Let's just keep it simple. Did Asia say anything that's
all right, try
inaccurate?
not to control what I'm trying to say. Yes, things were said inaccurate, right? She
Great.
was sitting here
Pick one
saying
and address
that
it.
what?
Pick one, anyone, and then address it.
I'll get to it. So she was sitting here saying that there was multiple disparities, and when she was saying, there was disparities in the race and her upbringing and everything, right? That's fair. She didn't experience that. Point one. She didn't experience that. She does not speak for everyone, right?
What?
You cannot sit here. Be quiet. She did not sit here and speak for everyone when you were talking about the disparities and the challenges for everyone and their experiences, right? So there are families and households that didn't have the opportunities that you had because of certain situations that were presented to them.
What opportunities did
No,
I have that don't
I'm
nobody else
getting
have?
to it. You're aggressive, and you've already interrupted twice, and I've only and I only
That's
ever and I only
You
interrupted
said over
Wait,
here
once.
he
wait,
had never
Be
wait,
had
quiet.
anything.
wait. So
Hold on. I only
she's
interrupted
aggressive.
once.
Hey,
I
you
only
blowfish, just
interrupted
you be
once.
quiet.
I
She's
only
aggressive.
interrupted once.
She's aggressive.
Listen. That's what I'm talking about, King. If somebody like Asia, let's just say hypothetically, that was a Democrat coming up and going on for a minute or two about how great the Democrats are, I would respond by saying, look, I disagree because the facts are blank. You're like a young Carmela Harris, King, just rambling on with not much there. That's the problem. And it just slows the broadcast down. And I will say this, people like Asia, people like Kira, um, those are the type of people that actually give me hope for this country. When we have people like Girls Code and Yo Fave Mama, I mean, it's bleak. All right, so let's start off with my friend Paul.
Okay, because I want to respond to the girl Asia who was
Okay, she's not in the
basically
queue now,
saying
but if she comes back up, but can you point out
that was
something that she said that was inaccurate?
when she said that if we were to get reparations, none of us would know what to do with it. I have to totally disagree with that
Okay,
because
that's
I
more
feel
of
like
opinion. Is there anything factually she was wrong with?
that's she was saying it like it was facts. So I wanted to respond to that. Um, because I was gonna say, when my grandmother passed away, my grandmother left me and two of my other siblings $100,000
But
each.
hold on, with all due respect, and I'm sorry for your loss, but I will say this is just because you did it right doesn't mean that
I
statistically.
have seen a lot of black people that was given, generational.
Wait, I
You
thought that's
know,
why you guys needed reparations. I'm so confused.
who needed reparations?
Oh, isn't that like your
I
thing?
said that
It's the,
I'm not against reparations, but I
of
don't need
course,
it.
free money, duh.
I'm not against it, and I don't need it though. But what
Okay,
I
but
was
there
saying
are
is that
people. Wait, Paul. I appreciate you saying that you know black people with generational wealth. Whenever we've had multiple people this morning say only the white people have generational wealth. So thank you for that.
But anywho, I was saying that
Anywho,
you know, the girl Asia basically just like she said that all that if we got reparations we wouldn't do anything with it. I totally disagree. When my grandmother gave all of us our inheritance, we all did something very great with it. Like I am a very successful contractor in my area. I buy ugly houses and flip them and sell them, and I live a very comfortable life. I have never had any type of handouts. I have always been a hard worker, and everybody that I am associated with has always been hard working. You know, my
The
grandmother
point
passing
is,
away. My grandmother passing away was
so
just a little
okay.
push.
So let's not talk about you. I'm sorry once again for your loss, and kudos on doing the right thing. But in your mind, what is the average credit score of a white person in this country versus a black person? And the reason why I
I
think
mean,
it's about
your credit scores may have been higher because we was not raised on those type of things. We were raised on survival. So by us, we were living for the day, not for like the future. We were just trying to get through the day. So some of us
so
do
wait,
not
your
did not
wait, yours
know
wait,
anything
Paul, are
about
you
credit.
saying that your credit score is affected by your parents' living situation as you were like
My
growing up?
credit, my I have a great credit score now, but
Okay,
I'm
but what do you
saying
think the average white person's is in this country?
I'm not sure what the average white
If you had
person
to
is.
guess.
I don't know. I'm not gonna put
Oh,
you guys on a pedestal just because you're white. I'm not gonna
oh.
just say, oh,
Well, why
white
did you
people
say
have
that
like
white
a
people are
high credit
higher? Why
score.
why are you assuming that white people are higher?
Um, they had more education than we had.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
you
What?
know, they had a you
So
saying,
wait, I'm
oh
so
yeah,
sorry. I'm
God,
so
she
sorry.
dropped out of school in ninth grade, girl. Like, what are
Wait.
you saying?
I'm so confused. If you get a college degree, how does that affect your Equifax score?
It doesn't affect your Equifax score, but what I'm
Okay.
saying is that our parents usually, like all of my white friends that I have, their parents taught them about credit. They taught them about,
How to
things that
spend money,
they
how
taught
to
them how to
balance a
manage
checkbook.
money.
So you're
Exactly.
proving Asia's point.
Thank you.
That
How?
you see how that works, Paul? You literally just step by step, you walked everyone right to Asia's point.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
Because I knew nothing about managing anything when my grandmother passed away. Yet
Okay,
I
so
was
what
still
excuse
able
do
to
another person have that's in your same shoes?
what?
So what excuse does another black person have that is in your same shoes? What excuse do that person have to not get to where you are?
It's not excuses that they're making. They're not making excuses. They're just living in their truth. They're saying that, hey, we have some limitations on some things that we are able to do. Like it's not saying that we can't do it, but it's not gonna be as easy as it would be for a white person to do it. That's just like I have two daughters who are in college, and there is a such thing as DEI. So DEI helps black kids get into certain colleges that they
Oh my
wouldn't.
gosh, girl.
What you mean, girl? Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean, girl? What do you
like,
mean, girl?
it's it's
Like,
it's 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 ridiculous.
yeah,
It's
it is
ridiculous.
ridiculous that she dropped
I'm
out of
so
school in ninth
sick.
grade and had a
I'm
baby out
so
of wedlock.
sick
Yeah,
of you
that's
type of
real
black
ridiculous.
people. I'm
Like,
so
real
sick of you
ridiculous.
type. You are embarrassing.
Girl, you are embarrassing.
Your
You are
type of black,
embarrassing. You are
your
very
type of
embarrassing. You are
NIGGASs
very
are the people that we
embarrassing.
talk
You
about.
are very
You're
embarrassing.
embarrassing,
You
honey.
are very
You're embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Get off of here with your
Girl,
victim
you get
mentality.
off of here.
Get off of
You
here
get
with
off
your
of here.
victimhood mentality.
No, you
Bye.
have a
Get off of
victimhood
here. Get off of
mentality.
here.
I live
You
a
talking
great
about
life, baby. I
you
can
got
sign
some
your
money from
check.
your
I
grandma.
can write you a check,
Can
boo.
we mute her? Can I mute her?
You
I'm not new to this.
I don't mute. Wait, I don't mute anybody. Just hold on one second, Paul. Do you see how she could easily come up here and say, "Look, I dropped out in ninth grade." She could easily play the victim card, but she's not. Do you agree with that?
she she's
Just acknowledge what
she
I'm
just
saying,
come.
please.
She's
Just
first of
acknowledge what I'm
all,
saying.
for her to get up here talking about I have a victim mentality, girl. Who is playing the
You
victim?
do.
I'm living
You
in my
do.
truth, just like that other guy got up here and said. It depends on the area that you live in. He's half black,
I
half
don't
white.
care wherever you live.
Lives
You made it out your grandmama house and you a
Made
contractor.
it
What
out
are
my
you talking
grandmother house,
about?
girl. I
Why
ain't
are you
never
still
lived in my
complaining?
grandmother house
Why
to
are you
begin
still
with. What are you
complaining?
saying?
Why are you still
I ain't never
complaining?
lived in my
And
grandmother
where did you?
house.
Wherever?
I ain't
And
never lived in my
What
grandmother
did you
house
do
or
with
the
your
project.
$100,000 for your
You
black
a
community?
project. You a
What did
project
you do
chick.
with your
You from the
$100,000
project.
for
You're
your black
trash.
community?
You're trash. You're
What
from the
did you do?
project.
What did you
You're
do?
from the
What
project.
did you
You're
do?
trash.
What did you do?
I could write your check.
What did
That's what
you
I can
do?
do.
What did you
That's what I
do?
can do.
What did you
I can
do?
write your check. That's what I
Exactly.
can do.
Exactly. So get off of here with
Exactly.
that bullshit.
Exactly.
Get off of here with that
Exactly.
bullshit that you talking
That's
about.
just,
You ain't
girl,
doing that
you
for
is
your black
nothing but
community. Get off of
bullshit.
here.
That's all
Get
you
off of here. Get off of here.
followers, girl. Go
Get
to the
off of
nearest
here. Can
jail.
I talk,
Go
please?
to the
Can
All
I
nearest
right.
jail.
talk,
That's what
please?
she's
All right,
saying then.
Paul. Let her get 30 seconds to respond. Then you can respond. Go ahead, Asia.
The point is, so for example, she just said that she got money from her grandmother's death. I'm sorry for your grandma, but you
Girl,
got
you
money
need
from
to
your
be sorry
grandmother's
for
death,
shit.
and you
Hold on.
went
Give her 30 seconds, Paul, please.
and you became a contractor and you flip houses. The point that I was making about people with reparations, if you want to use that as your example of your reparations, is that this is the thing. Black people don't have nowhere to go to get their liquor. They don't have nowhere to go to get their gas. They don't have nowhere to go to get their groceries. They don't have nowhere to go to get their food. Why don't we have our own black communities with people building and entrepreneurship? That's the point. When
Once you
black
build
people
it.
get money, I don't care if they're wealthy or whatever. When a lot of black people get money, what are they doing for their own communities to build their communities up when they get money? You got your money, you went and did what you did in that way. What are people doing with their money to build up their communities? Why is it that we still don't have nowhere to go get our own hair, our own lashes, our own gas, our
Maybe
own
because
food,
you're
our
not
own medicine?
being
Why
the
does
one
every
that's,
other race of
maybe
people have
you're not,
somewhere to go to get their own stuff
maybe it's
of
because you're
necessity?
not
Why is
buying
that? It's
anything
because
to,
people that think like you. It's because
no,
people that think like you, and you always thinking a white man is out to get you. Ain't
I don't
nobody
think no white
out to
man is
get
out
you,
to
and
get
ain't
me.
nobody come to save
I
you.
don't,
You save yourself.
why would I
You
need a white,
save
why do I
yourself.
think a white
Nobody's
man
coming
is
to
out
get
to
you,
get
hun.
me?
You
Why
save
do I
yourself.
think
And
a
that's for
white man is
everybody
out
else
to
to
get
play
me? You
victimhood down here
sound
in the comments.
crazy. You
Nobody's
sound
coming to save
crazy.
you. You
You
save
sound
yourself.
crazy. I don't
You
need you
save
to save
yourself.
me.
Don't
I've been
nobody owe you
saved.
nothing.
I've been
Don't nobody
saved.
owe you
I've
nothing. You
been
go out and
saved. I
get it.
make
You
more
get off your
money than
butt and you
you.
go to
I
work like
make
all
more
the rest of
money
us.
than you.
You don't know how hard I had it or whatever. You don't know if I
Girl,
was
I
in a
don't
foster
care
care
how hard
system
you had
or
it.
what
I don't
system that I
care
was
how hard
in.
you
And
had
I
it.
don't, girl, bye.
Girl, I don't care how hard you had it.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. You sound dumb.
No, you sound dumb.
You
You
sound
sound
dumb.
real
Pick up your
dumb.
tongue
Talking
when you
about what the
talking
black
with that
community don't
slur.
have,
Pick
yet
up
you're
your
not
tongue when you
doing
talking.
anything to build up the community yourself.
Girl, you
So,
don't
girl, go
how?
to the nearest
How
hell.
you know?
Girl,
How you
what are you
know?
doing?
How you know?
What beauty
You sit
supply
up there
store
talking
have
about
you
you very
opened?
successful.
What
You
nail
very
salon have you
successful.
opened?
Girl,
What, you haven't done anything for the black community. So, girl, please. I
next.
build how I
Next.
buy houses in the black
Next.
community.
Next.
All
Next,
right.
Calm down, lady.
Just
next.
hold on one second, please. Frederick, where are you from, sir?
California, originally
What
from
brings you up?
Mississippi. The part of what you guys said, if we get what she said, we get reparations, we're gonna just blow it, right?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Probably
Do
she
you
be
know
said.
why? Do you know why that would be the perception?
Please make my
why.
point. It seems no they don't
Oh,
get it.
what I'm
What?
go ahead. What I'm trying to tell you. What do you care what they do with their money? If they get the money, they spend it, they blow it. You don't pay your reparation, and they can't say nothing else after that, right?
Because after that, you're gonna go right back to complaining about what
No,
you
they're
don't
not.
have.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. Okay,
Yeah.
About the
okay. Then you
resources
have
that
Definitely.
you
your
don't
point.
have.
Then,
Girl don't
That's
know
why.
what
then
he
you have your
talking.
That's
point.
why.
Then
That's
Definitely.
why.
no, then you
That's
have your
why.
point
And
to
if you
go at.
one of the
Then,
people
then
that
you
if you
can go
get
at
your
them like
money and
you.
you're gonna do something else with it, then I'm not talking about you. If that's how
Then
you
get
Girl,
feel,
you
then I'm
okay,
not
talking to
talking
white
about
okay.
you. I'm
people.
Then
talking
Stop
about the
you
down there
people
can't
that
saying
get
people
generalize
money
the
that
and they
ain't
whole
spend it
race.
got
on
to
Then
flashy
live.
you can.
things.
Yeah, but you generalize the whole race.
I didn't say you general. You put yourself in it. What I'm supposed to say?
No,
How am I
you
supposed to say? And that's y'all problem with Charlie. When
because you
Charlie
said
speak
when
on black
you
people,
say when they
y'all get
get it,
offended.
Girl,
You
you
get
say
in
Charlie
your
when
wouldn't
they
even
feelings
look
get
because he
it,
your
say
way.
black
He
people.
wouldn't even
If
look
it
your
don't
way.
apply,
She
then it
said
don't
he
you could
apply.
have said a certain percentage
If
is
it
gonna
don't
blow it.
apply, then it don't apply.
Okay. So if she said 80% would blow it, would you
That'll
still
make
come
them
up
feel
and
better.
bitch and moan?
Yeah,
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 because he
exactly.
can't
Because
speak
Yeah.
eighty
for
percent is not
80%.
gonna do it. 80% is not gonna blow it.
Okay.
Probably.
What percent are you okay with, Frederick?
I'm not. I'm not okay with nobody blowing it, but it probably. I would say probably like 5% would blow it.
Nah, there you go. Frederick.
5% of
I mean, it
13
is what it
million
is, Frederick.
people.
What do you want me to say?
Okay, okay. It's just like they say the what they say the percentage of black people commit crime. It's a percentage of a 13%, and if you go to that, you go by that logic, it's only 0 point something percent of black people commit crime.
Oh,
Oh
here we
gosh.
go. Listen,
See,
I'm going to be honest
exactly.
with you. Hold on one second, Aisha. I'm going to be honest with you. When this argument comes up, second grade math comes into play.
Okay, bring it up.
Historically, people struggle with it. Okay, so I don't know
No,
what kind of mental gymnastics you're playing in your head, but over 50% of the murders in this country, regardless of what bullshit you want to spew, are
that's a
committed.
lie right there. You lie right there.
Okay, go ahead.
Not 50%. It's when they say that 50%, they talking about 50% been arrested for because
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me
the
respond.
majority of murders are
Let
not
me respond,
the
please.
majority of murder. Okay, go ahead.
I think that's a fair point. And the reason why this came up is I had an FBI table up on my screen one night, and it did say on the chart that, and somebody came up in a very respectful way and said, Dave, that is the percentage of arrest. And I thought that was a fair point. So then I went and looked at the convictions, and it actually went up 4% to 55%.
But okay, but don't you know we are the largest race that get exonerated
Okay, so
for
great.
murder?
And I'm used to that talking point. So why is
That's
it,
not a talking point. That's facts.
just hear me out, okay? Why is it that instead of focusing focusing on the couple dozen exonerations, you are not focused on the few thousand murders. Why is that?
Okay, what percentage of white people do murder?
Wait, I'm so sorry. Why are you deflecting now?
No, I'm not deflecting. I'm worried about why you
You
worrying
see
about
what
my
happened? We
people,
went
but you're not
step
worried
by
about
step
yours.
by step of your
No,
bullshit, and it
no, no,
always
no.
comes back to the white people. That's
No,
the
you
weird
trying to
thing.
have me. No, you trying to have me bullshit. But I'm
Wait, I'm
not
trying to
going. I'm
what?
not falling for it. You trying to have me bullshit. I'm not falling for it.
What did I say that's bullshit or incorrect?
The bullshit you said was the about you said it went up 4%, and the bullshit about you try to say that black people commit 50% of the crime. You were gonna try to use that shit because you thought I didn't know about it.
You did okay, fair enough. So the last year that the FBI released a full year of data, it was 51.2% of the arrest. Do you acknowledge that?
Yeah. Yes. Go
Okay. Do
ahead.
you acknowledge that the percentage of convictions are also 55? I think point 0.7 or 0.8%. Do you acknowledge that?
No, I don't acknowledge that
Okay. So tell me what.
because what you said I haven't seen. I haven't seen the part what you said. That's why I said I
You
don't
just
acknowledge
said
it
you
because
knew the numbers.
I said I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the number about the 50% and why they call it 50%. I didn't say that other number you brought up. That's why I told you no. I don't know. That's why I could be lying to you. It's like yes, I know, but I told you that I didn't.
Okay.
I
So
never heard what
my
you just
okay,
said. I
no
never heard
problem.
that part before.
No problem. Then do the research, verify it, and then you could come back if I'm wrong, but I'm not. But what my problem is after we talked
But
about the
but
55. Go ahead.
okay, but you can then out of that 55, you can take away the percentage that we get exonerated for murders like that, right?
But that's just a couple dozen every year.
No, no, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's just okay. It's just a couple dozen. That doesn't mean that it's more. That it's not more. Just
Okay,
because
sure, no problem.
okay,
But the problem I have is you're focused on the few dozen exonerations and
it's not a
instead
few
of focus.
dozen.
Hold on one
Not a
second,
few
please.
dozen.
I've let you interrupt me multiple times. Just let
Okay,
me
go
get
ahead.
this out. You're focused on the few dozen exonerations versus the few thousand murders. I don't get that. And I
I
think
bet
that's
you
the
that
problem,
it's. I
right? We're focused on the wrong thing.
no. I guarantee you, it's more than a few dozen exoneration.
Okay. What number do you want to
I
use for
beg to
this
differ.
argument where we could shake hands and agree? Let's say the last FBI year that they released the full data, 4,000 black people committed murder. Just for the sake of this argument, I won't even fact check your ass. What number do you think were exonerated?
What is exonerate of the crimes? I don't know. Oh, I got somebody coming out here. Um, on my side.
Do you
Huh?
think it's like 2,000?
Somebody. Yes. Hold on.
You sound scared. Who's showing up at your house, sir?
No, I'm at work. I don't want people to come
Oh,
around and
okay.
see me.
Well, why don't you go focus on work?
But
He's
What the
gonna
fuck
no,
are
talk
we
to your
really.
doing?
ass.
No, I just didn't want if people walking around me. I just didn't want them to hear me talking
You
to you
don't
guys
want
about it.
you don't want
That's all.
them to hear you spew your racist bullshit. That's what you don't
No,
want.
you the one spitting the racist bullshit because I didn't do nothing racist.
But
You
I'm
the
so
one trying
sorry.
to spill racist bullshit.
What did I say that was racist?
Why are you okay? You want me to tell you how racist? Why are you concerned about the black community when you're not concerned about the white community?
Sir, you said,
You guys commit more crime on each other just like you see that we do.
well,
People
God
people
forbid
commit
if one of
murder. People commit murders on the proximity.
why is it you
Why are
can't
you
tell me
bringing
what
that
I
up?
said? I'm so sorry. Very directly. What did I say that was racist?
Your racist part were you concerned about what the black community is saying is once you could be concerned about what the white community. We deal with
So
ourselves and what we do.
stop. So just to recap, I am a racist because I'm concerned about the black community.
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
you ain't talking about yours.
That
Because you're
makes
not
perfect
talking about
sense.
your race.
This is what I mean.
Yeah,
Because
This
you're
is what
not
I
talking
mean.
about white people. You're not talking
You
about
don't be
white
talking
people. Why
about
you?
this is what you
This is
mean.
what I mean.
Okay, do white people have
The
problems?
same
Do white people
people,
have
the
problems?
same
Do white
people that
people
y'all
have
complain
problems?
about, y'all want to
Answer
save
this
y'all.
question.
The
Answer
same
this
people that y'all
question.
complain
Do
about, y'all want to
When
answer
save
have I
this
y'all.
needed a white
question.
person to
Make it make
save
Answer
me?
this
sense.
one
When
question.
have I needed a white person
Do
to
The
white
save
people
same
me?
have
people. You
problems?
keep talking about what
When?
white people should do and what white people this and that. The same people that
You
y'all
just a
complain
When
about,
have
okay.
you
I
want to
needed a
come
white
save
person
y'all.
to save
Don't worry
me?
about her. She's just a house wench.
Honey,
She's a house
Oh
wench.
dang,
no,
wow.
that's a Julian term.
That was racist.
Usually it's bedwetters.
No, that is
There,
fact.
That
yeah,
was
her term house
racist.
Yeah,
phone.
she
That
runs
is
up here
That
fact.
for
was
pussy
racist
to a
because I
teen
don't agree
That
with
was
pregnant
everything
fact.
that
and
y'all
school
say or do.
dropout.
Because I
No,
don't
that
agree.
is fact.
Cop out. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not
That's a fact.
pro-black and
That's
I
what
don't
you
agree
are.
with everything they
You
say
don't
or
have to be
do.
You're
pro-black.
not
Black,
You don't
most
have to
pro-black.
be
definitely, we trying to
You're
pro-black
make
to be
our
not
a
Okay,
point.
you
pro-black.
racist.
guys
We
aren't
trying to
gonna
make,
tag team
You're
her.
not pro-black.
girl,
Oh,
that's what I just said. Because I'm not you. I'm not pro-black because I
she's
don't
pro
agree with
Yeah,
fact.
everything you
you're
say or do.
anti-black. We know that.
That's what I said.
How? Okay, stop.
You done got
Stop,
out the hood, and
Paul,
girl, and
stop,
forgot
please.
where you from.
Paul, you know when I talk, please stop. Can you tell me something that she said that was inaccurate and anti-black? Go ahead.
Everything she said up here
I
is
got everything.
anti-black.
Everything.
Actually,
Okay.
she added to the statistics that you speak about with her ninth grade education and her
I never talk
teen
about
pregnancy
education
and things
levels.
like that. Oh yeah,
Never talk about education levels. So for you to use me to take a shot at
you
her,
know
I think
you
that's dumb.
always
She don't
talking about
realize that
second
she's
grade
black
education
herself.
and
What is that? Wait, hold on.
How
Listen, you
is
guys are tag team in Asia. What the fuck does that mean?
she needs to come jump on this panel on my panel.
She don't realize she's black.
how so?
But because you sitting there putting down yourself,
Nah.
you have family members that's black. When you put down yourself, when black people get attacked, believe me, it's gonna be your family too.
Oh gosh.
Wait, what does that mean?
See, let me just say this. See, these type of black
All the
people.
lying
All right,
stuff.
See,
let Asia
see,
talk. Let
see,
Asia talk. Go ahead.
see, these type of black people, when it comes to these issues, when it has something to do with white people or race, they want us to stick beside them. They want us to agree with everything they say and do. But then after we get done, you're back killing each other. You're back robbing each other. Let me tell you something. When black people carry guns against other black people. We ain't carrying them for white people. Okay? When I pull up at a gas station and there's black people outside of the gas station with hoods on and this, I leave. I feel
Oh, she
safer
just
in a white
generalized us. She just
neighborhood. I
generalized us
feel
again.
safer
She
in a
doesn't
white
mind being
Yes,
around
neighborhood
the
she is.
among
crackers.
white people, and that's facts. So I don't care what y'all say, what you talking about.
Well,
Black people
white people
killing
carry
black people
guns. Who they carry them for?
every
Other white
hour,
people or
every
black
day,
people?
every day. The people like y'all are the problem. You are the problem. I'm not sticking beside you because it's a white man right here on this panel. I'm not sticking beside you. What you're saying, that don't mean that you right because you black.
You have self hate.
Because you black. So
Wait,
call me
wait,
what you want to
wait.
Girl,
call.
you got
Call
out
me
the
what you
hood
want to
and
call
think
me.
you
Call
all
me a
that.
coon, a
You got
raccoon,
out the hood and
all of
think
what you
you
want to
all
call
that.
me. Call me all of what you want to.
You
What
got
I'm
out the
not.
hood and think you
What
all
I'm
that.
not. What I'm not. No, it's not
Ain't
about
doing
that.
nothing.
It's not. That
Ain't
should
You
be
doing
the
just a
nothing.
goal.
raccoon
That
digging in
should
the
be the
trash.
goal.
Accidentally.
That's
That
all.
should be the
All right.
goal to get out and do
Girl,
something
you
with
got out the
yourself.
hood
That
and
should be the
think
goal
you
instead of blaming the
ain't
white
doing
man
nothing for
and
your
then the
black
white man is coming
community.
to get
Ain't
you.
doing
Ain't
nothing
nobody
for
coming.
your
Ain't
black
nobody coming to
community.
save you
You ain't
either.
doing
Come to
nothing for
save you
your
or
black
after you
community.
or
You did
after
All right,
you.
just
nothing.
hold on 1 second, please. Can I just ask, why is it when somebody like Asia talks, and this, I'm just not focused on her. This happened multiple times this morning, dozens of times over the last few months. Why is it when somebody like Asia comes up and to me is speaking nothing but facts, all of a sudden she is now she hates herself? How does that make sense?
She is not speaking facts. That's the
Oh,
thing.
because you
Oh,
racist, that's
stop,
why you
stop.
think
Hold on,
everything
Frederick. I'll
she's
let you
speaking
go
is
next.
fact.
Frederick, I'll let you go. Go ahead, Paul. She is not speaking facts. Tell me something she has said that is incorrect.
She's speaking her own truth. She is not speaking for the black
Tell me
community.
something that is.
You
Tell me
cannot
something
speak
she
for the
said that is
whole
not
black
factually
race.
correct.
Just like she said, if we were to get reparations, that we would just blow it. That is not facts. And then also for her to
But
say,
what facts?
Oh God.
Okay,
also,
all right,
wait a
Paul.
minute.
Hold on. Let's go one at a time. Okay, we could sit there and say maybe we use the metric of an average credit score, white versus black, right? It's probably 100 points higher for one side, right? So can you give me a metric where it makes you feel confident that Asia is wrong?
First of all, just like when she said that she's speaking about, oh, what we don't have in the black community, yet she haven't done anything to contribute to the black
Wait, you're not
community
answering the
herself.
question as per usual. As per fucking usual, not answering. Let's go to Frederick. Why is it that and I don't want you to pick on Asia, I'm just speaking in general. Why is it when people like Asia come up to me, spit nothing but facts? Why do people say she hates herself? Doesn't make sense to me. Go.
Well, first of all, you're racist, and the
Okay.
second of all,
Great answer.
and she's trying to please you.
Okay.
That's all she doing.
So once again, let's recap, Frederick. I've asked you, what is the most racist thing I have said, and I'll ask again. Go ahead.
I just told you the racist thing you said is when you worried about when you talking about my community, do white people have their problems?
Gotcha. So caring about the
No,
black
no,
community
answer that question.
is
No, no,
racist.
no, answer
Makes
that
sense.
question.
It
Answer my
definitely makes
question
sense.
first. Answer
Go
my
ahead. Say it
question
again.
first. Do white people have problems?
Of course.
Then why are you talking about their problems?
I got you. So the fact that I'm speaking about issues in the black community, that's what
You,
makes me racist?
why are you not speaking on the stuff in white people community and your
Makes
community?
perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. So whenever you say things like, well, she's just coming up to please you, but she's stating facts, right? So it doesn't matter if I like them or
Okay,
not.
what fact
They're
did she put
factual.
out? What fact did she put out?
How about we just talk about different facts we have talked about throughout the
No, no,
morning?
no, 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 no. You
Okay.
just said that she's speaking facts. What facts did she put out that you saying is facts?
How about there's a lot of black people that play victim for shit that happened to their ancestors?
That's not
I
facts.
witness it. I think this
That's
is
not
Asia's
facts.
first. Wait, what?
That's not facts, sir. That's not facts.
I have
I'm
never
wait,
used white
hold on,
people as a.
stop. If I make this statement that some black people play victim for things that happened to their ancestors, is that factually correct?
There's okay, you said some, maybe you may very few, but go ahead.
Okay, so it's factually correct.
Black people don't make just because black people tell you their truth, you guys gonna use it as that's them playing victim. Playing victim, that's
Okay,
just something
so
that's a term you guys made up.
give me a fact that was talked about now that we disregarded or said that you're playing victim. What is something factual you have brought to this conversation?
Can I
When
say
she
something?
okay,
Hold
when
on,
she
Paul.
said another thing, when she said when black people carry guns, they for black people.
Well, statistically, that's true, right? Black people
Oh,
murder more black people than they murder white people.
so
So
do
just
white people carry guns? When white people carry guns, don't they carry guns for white people?
that. Oh, sure, but
Okay,
that does
okay. Why
not
didn't she bring that
dispute.
up then? Then why didn't she bring that up?
But hold on, let's recap. I asked you what is something that Asia said that is inaccurate or
So
wrong.
she mentioned
She
victim
Hold
mentioned a
on,
blaming.
lot
Paul.
of.
Hold
I
on,
just
Paul.
gave you
Don't play
something that was
Captain Save a
inaccurate.
Ho. Don't play
No,
Captain Save a Ho.
I
Okay,
just
so
gave you
Paul.
something that she was inaccurate in.
Wait, what?
She just said that black people carry guns for other black people.
Statistically, that is true. You agree with that, right?
Black people can
Like,
carry guns just to be carrying a gun. They don't have to carry a gun just to
No
kill
problem. Who
somebody.
did?
I,
What race do
I
they
have a
murder?
gun. I have
I
a
got
gun.
you.
Do I
But
carry a
Frederick,
gun? I mean, oh, pew pew. I'm sorry, pew pew.
Frederick, answer directly. Do black people murder more black people or white people?
More black people. Do white
Okay.
people murder more white people, or do they murder more black people?
So do you see how frustrating it
No, no,
is
no.
that
Answer
I
that
asked
question.
you a
Answer
question?
my question.
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do white people murder more white people, or do black people murder more white
White
people?
on white, sure, no problem. But Frederick, just once again, I asked you what is something that Asia said that is incorrect, and just
I
because
just
you,
told you.
Frederick, just because you could make another statement that is factually true doesn't make her wrong. Do you get that?
If I give you a
That's
fact,
like hold on, Frederick.
if I give
Stop,
you something
Frederick.
that okay,
Stop.
okay.
That's like you saying 2 + 2 is 4, and me responding, well, 3 + 3 is 6. Doesn't make you wrong. Go ahead, respond.
I feel like this.
That's
Oh,
She
not
go
what
ahead.
said
just
Hold
happened.
on, Paul. Let Frederick respond to me, then I'll let you go, Paul. Go ahead,
okay.
Frederick.
That was not that was what you just said did not what that's not what just happened. If she said what she said about what another thing, all black people going to spend up all the money, going to waste all the money.
You're deflecting back to a different point after you're
No,
accusing
no,
me.
I'm not
With
flicking
all due
back to a
respect,
different
that's
point.
exactly what just happened.
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
you
I'm not
called her out for
deflecting back.
saying black people are carrying guns to kill other
I'm
black
giving you
people.
two things. I'm
Oh,
giving you
okay.
two
Well,
things.
you're wrong on both of them. Sorry.
Okay,
Can
all
I
Wrong
right.
say
on both.
something?
No way around it. Paul, go ahead.
So, just like she said, victim blaming. victim blaming is just like a child growing up and blaming their parents for their inconsistencies or whatever. That your parents not doing certain things or whatever may have a certain impact, but it's not an overall impact on you. So it's up to you to do what you feel
Oh my
is best for
God.
your own life. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Which is what you mean, oh, you're God.
Because you don't comprehend, Paul.
No, you don't
What did I say?
comprehend.
What did I say? So
You
you
said
listening to
that
respond.
you
You're
said that
listening to
we
respond instead of
victim
understanding.
blame. You said we victim blame.
Oh
Who
God.
is
Now, what
we?
did she say was wrong?
I can't.
Who is we?
I
Because
can't.
I ain't never been a victim
I
or
can't.
blamed
Okay, so
anyone.
if the statement, once again, same thing I said to Paul, I'll do for you, or Frederick, I'll do for you, Paul. If I said some black people play victim for shit that happened to their ancestors.
Yeah, I mean, people.
Okay, great.
Yeah, some black
Okay,
people
good.
have played victim, but I am not. I don't fall into that range.
I got
I'm
you.
not a victim. I don't walk around here blaming anyone. I can't nobody stop me from doing anything but myself. I
Right,
made
but
my
whenever I
own.
say half the murders in this country are committed by black people,
No,
doesn't
I
make
would
you
not
a
agree with
murderer.
that. I
Right? It
would not
doesn't mean
agree
that
with that.
you committed a murder.
The only thing that
But
I
that's a
can
false
agree with
statement.
is that
Wait,
you know,
How was that statement false? Let's recap. Statement I made was over half
You
the
ch-
murder. Hold on. Over half the murders in this country are committed by black people, which you and I
that's
have already agreed on. And then
no,
my
I did
second
not.
statement was that does not make Paul guilty of murder, and you say that's incorrect. Explain.
no,
So, are
the
you?
thing is the media shed more light on the black community than they do
That
any
doesn't
other
change what I'm
community.
saying.
That the thing is that you guys go off of what you see in the media, not what is being. I mean, there are so many murders that are going on that are not being reported. You know, so
You know that
because of that, it makes people believe that we have like the high. I'm not deflecting from the fact that we do have a high crime rate in the black communities, but what I'm saying is that the white murders and things that are going on in the white communities are not being pushed in the media like they are being pushed in the black community. That is what
Paul,
I'm
I'm
saying.
going to say this, and I mean it, and it's going to come off rude, but I sincerely mean it. That if this country had more Asias and Kiras than Pauls and Fredericks, this country would be so much better.
If they
There
had
is
more
no doubt about
people,
it.
Thank you.
No fucking doubt about it.
Thank
no,
you.
if they
We
had
no,
have
more
we have two
victims,
people that
because you'll
came
have a
up.
slave.
They
Because you
deal
will
with
have
facts,
slaves.
deal
That's
with
why.
reality, and we have two people, Paul and Frederick, that come up here. No fucking clue.
if
You
No
want
this
slaves.
country
clue.
had
That's what you
more
want. You
Melissa
want slaves.
Hortons, you know, yeah, this country would be way much better.
Way
You
much
know,
better. Okay,
yeah,
great.
because anybody that votes for Trump is in favor of division. So, hey, we're in some
But here,
ugly, dark
okay,
times.
let's talk about that. Just imagine, and when I let's talk about Asia and Kira. Okay, they recognize that numbers don't lie. Numbers are not racist. It is people like you two, Paula and Frederick, that you refuse to acknowledge facts and reality. That is what's dividing this country.
No, this country is divided
Hold
by
on, one more
hate.
sentence, then I'll let you respond. You are okay to have your own opinion, but not your own fucking facts.
So
Respond.
what you're saying is facts.
Once again, for the, I don't know, 42nd time, Paul, since you've been joining my broadcast, give me something that I'm saying that is inaccurate.
Okay, I will say first that Trump supporters are brainwashed. They
Oh,
just vote
That's an
because they're
opinion.
Republican. They vote just because they're Republican. They don't
Paul, do
listen
you
out
hear yourself?
anything.
Like, I'll be honest with you. Okay, you have been coming here for multiple mornings. Okay, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Okay, but it is very frustrating to me that whenever I say, if I say something inaccurate, which I do, I have no problem talking about it or debating it. But whenever I say, Paul, give me something that I'm saying that's inaccurate, and you spew Trump supporters are brainwashed, that's your opinion. Once again, I literally say, you're entitled to your own opinion, not your own facts. You respond with a fucking opinion.
So you don't think all of the things that you've been saying on your live has been opinions, mostly?
Okay,
No, I
sure,
haven't
no
even been
problem.
here. This
Some
is
of
my
it,
first
yes,
time here.
100%. But what I'm
Okay,
asking, once again,
okay. Can I bring you some more facts?
of course, you're full of them this morning. Yeah, let me get my pen
Okay,
and paper out.
okay. Well, don't you know that more crimes in the hood get solved than it is crime in the rural community?
Okay, so tell me, why
Murders
do you
is
think that is?
murders.
Why do
No,
you think that
okay,
is?
because
Go ahead.
there's more emphasis on the black community murders than they are, well, BK, whatever you guys want to say it, than it is in the YT community. And rural communities is more crime that goes unsolved than it is solved.
What stats? Where do you get that information
Look
from?
at the FBI stats. It's in the FBI thing.
And where does it say? Like, give me a report. Like, what can I Google right now to pull it up that verifies what you're saying?
The same thing you pulled up when you Googled what you said about the 51% of black people commit all the murders.
But there's nothing
It's
on
in
there
there.
that. Wait,
It's in there. You
Frederick,
just have to.
Frederick,
You
you're
just.
lying. You're lying,
No,
sir.
I'm
You're
not. I'm
lying.
not lying. I'm not lying.
What
You just want
column
me to
breaks
be
it
lying
down?
because it don't fit your
Frederick,
narrative.
no problem. Frederick, I'll Google it right now. Okay, and for if you're playing along at home, it's table 43A FBI stats. You can Google it yourself. Okay, so tell me where it breaks it down by city versus rural areas, please.
Somebody say you ain't pulling up anything.
No, you're not pulling up nothing. You're not gonna pull
But
that
wait,
up.
I have it up right in front of me. Do you want me to? Here, I'll pull it up on this device as well. What are you talking about?
No, this the comment.
Okay, so once again, if you're playing along at home, Google table 43A FBI. My friend Frederick
Do your
tells me that it
research.
breaks
Do
it
your
down.
research.
Okay, wait, what?
Do your research.
Okay, so where does it say by race? Or I'm sorry. Where does it say by city versus rural? Because
By rural area.
once again, you told me, Frederick, it's the same table I've been talking about. There's a column in
No.
white that says race. There's columns in gray that says percent distribution. Then it says total arrest by ethnic group. So where does it say that, sir?
In the research. Do your research. That's all you have to do. You can
I'm
find
so
it.
sorry, Frederick, and this is what I'm talking about. You tell me it's on the
You can
same
find
exact.
it.
You're embarrassing yourself. You are.
You can find it. No, you embarrassing
You are
yourself. You
just
can
flat
find
out.
it
You
if you
are.
really
You are,
wanted to.
Frederick.
If you really wanted to, you can find it.
Sir, you told me to pull up the same exact report that I've been quoting. I pulled it up. I have read you the different columns that are colored differently. And so I'm asking you, where on this report does it say it?
It's in there. Just look for it.
It's
It's
in
in there.
there. All right, Frederick. You're doing good, bro. Hey, Frederick, I don't know who you're closest to, whether it's a family member,
But,
a loved
but I'm
one, a
not the only
buddy
one
from
who brought
work.
that up. I'm not the only one who brought that up.
That's fine. You don't
Just
have to. You don't
look
have
for
to.
it. Look
But
for it.
Frederick, can I
Look
ask
for
you
it.
if your closest friend, whoever that is, whether it's a loved one or a sibling or a parent, whatever, if they listen to this conversation, do you think they would be proud of you? Like you did a good job?
Of course. Do you think
Of
they'll be
course.
proud of you? You
100%.
think you think your
Of course.
KKK member will be proud of you?
Wait,
Yes,
what?
they would.
Say that
You
again?
think your KKK member friends will be proud of you?
So, sure. Yeah. If you're going to say people are going to be proud of you, KK members, proud of me. No problem.
Of course.
You're
Of course.
yeah,
Of
I mean,
course.
come on, Frederick. You're too funny, bro.
Of course.
Hey, Frederick, how old are
I
you,
think
bro?
you like talking like us, baby
You
daddy.
think I like talking like you? And what does
Yeah,
that mean?
you
How do black
always
people
talking
talk?
like you love to talk like black people.
Like what?
Like how you be saying bro or whatever. You know how you be trying to talk.
Black people only say bro? That's racist.
No, they got bro.
Well,
They
you
got
know,
they got
white
they,
That's
they
people.
got white
racist as
bros. They
fuck.
got white bros. They got white bros that do
Of
skateboards and all
course.
that stuff.
But keep in mind,
We don't say
Paul.
bro to black people.
What are you talking? Okay, sounds good. I'm just saying it. You two, and I mean it sincerely. You two are the problem, and we need to
And,
change it.
and I said you are the
So
problem
how do you suggest we
because
change it?
you are the
Well,
problem.
let me. Okay, no
Since
problem. No problem.
you
No
know
problem.
all
Hold
the
on.
answers.
Frederick said I'm the problem. So Frederick, I'm gonna tell you why you're the problem, and you tell me why I'm the problem. Frederick,
Okay.
you and people like Paul are the problem because A, you refuse to acknowledge facts. B, you cannot give facts to help your own case. C, you have no solutions. And to be fair, you have no
What do
solutions.
you suggest
Hold on,
black
Paul.
people
Hold on one
do?
second, Paul. You have no solution because you can't even recognize or acknowledge there's a problem. All right, so why am I the problem? Go ahead, Frederick. Floor is yours.
I never said that it wasn't a problem in BK community. I never
Sir,
told
answer
you that.
directly, please. You said I am the problem. I told you why people
Oh,
like you are the problem. Tell me why I'm the problem.
because you're the racist.
I'm
That's the
what?
problem. You're racist. That's your first problem.
Okay,
That's
so
what they do when they don't have no understanding.
What you mean? That's what they
What
do.
does Sharon think? What
That's what
Sharon
Coon
thinks?
do. With, that's what
That's
She
what
Coon
they
do
might
with
do when
your
they
wow,
don't
you're
have
sister.
not
no
going to want to hear
understanding.
from Sharon. I'll tell you
You're
that
not
right
gonna want
now,
to hear from
Paul.
me
Because
because
she's
I
going to get
agree
on
with
your fucking
Asia
neck.
Yeah, I want to hear what you got
125%.
to say too.
All right, go ahead, Sharon.
Girl, you just sit here and told her, oh, you dropped out of ninth grade, et cetera, et cetera. She proved to you that y'all don't need no damn reparations. Okay, she got her bachelor's degree. She went on.
This girl says she got a
Y'all
degree
attacked
in
her for
education and a
disagreeing with
nurse.
y'all,
Make
and
it
that is
make
the
sense.
problem in the black community.
Because
Y'all,
I went to
some of
school
y'all don't take
twice,
accountability
dummy.
for shit.
Girl, I'm a educator
Like,
yet I'm a nurse.
like, come on. What is like
I
literally
have two
everybody is
degrees.
so tired of this victim fucking mindset. This shit is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Y'all act like Black American history, okay, and African American history is the only history. Jamaicans went through shit. Haitians went through shit. I don't see the fucking Haitians complaining
Did they
constantly.
did they go
Dominicans,
through
the
shit in
Italians,
America?
the Jewish people. Like,
Did they go
damn,
through
what the
stuff in
fuck?
America?
Y'all have all the ability to do everything else that everybody else does. Okay, I grew up in the hood too. I was raised around the project at one time. Okay, and I made it out. I'm in college right now. So what the fuck is the issue? Right? Y'all speak about generational wealth. Your grandma had generational wealth. She passed it on to you. So what
My
the fuck are the
grandmother didn't
reparations
have
needed for?
generational wealth.
Like, come on, y'all sound ridiculous at
She
this
built
point,
up
yo.
her
Damn,
own.
it's
She built
sad,
her
yo. It's
own
so sad.
platform.
It's
You
really
know, you
What do
sad.
you
sound
mean?
ridiculous.
She
You
didn't come
sound
from a
ridiculous.
Okay,
wealthy
stop,
family.
stop. Number one, Paul, do you still want to hear from Sharon?
Oh, I'm talking. She's saying my
Yeah, okay,
grandmother come
okay.
from
Enough.
generational wealth. My
Hold
grandmother
on.
didn't come
You
from
was the one that
generational wealth.
mentioned that. You
Hold
mentioned
on
that.
one second.
I want to
Hold
say
on
I
one.
this.
said my
Hold
grandmother
on,
left us
Frederick.
some
You
money.
said that my Sharon sounds ridiculous. What did she
Yes.
say that was ridiculous?
The way she said that we talking about we
The
want
way
rep.
that she said it, like
No,
what?
no, 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 no. Yeah,
Okay.
she said that we want reparation. Did Asian people get reparation? Did Japanese people get reparation or not?
Wait, did she say anything inaccurate?
Yes, no, no, I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. Go
Did
ahead. Go
Japanese
ahead.
people get reparation? She said we don't need it, but did Japanese people need it when they got it?
First of all, you do realize that reparations is not going to go to all the Black Americans and all the African Americans. You do know that, right?
Okay, then. Yes,
You
I'm
do know
okay
that,
with
right?
that.
Even if they were to give it out, they're not just going to give 40 acres of land. They're not just going to give you $100,000. They're not doing that. That's not
They
happening.
should have did it
It might
then.
not
100,000
even
is shit.
apply to you in the first place.
It applied to me. I know where my ancestors come from, and you should know where yours come from.
I want to say this
Go
to
ahead,
Paul.
Asia.
Paul said, she received $100,000 from her grandmother's.
Consider that your fucking
Yeah, that
reparations.
was
Go
an
ahead, Asia.
inheritance.
So,
That
so,
wasn't generational wealth.
but this is the thing. I have never had $100,000. You had a head start against me, and I bet you I'm more successful than you.
Oh, girl,
Oh,
you is
damn.
not way
And
more
I dropped out of
successful
ninth
than me,
grade.
baby.
And
You
I
are
dropped out of ninth
not way.
grade.
You
And I
better
dropped
ask
out of ninth
about
grade.
me.
Oh,
That's
You
the
are
hell
point.
not
yeah,
way more
That's
Asia.
the point.
successful than me. You
That's
better
the
ask
point.
about me,
That's
baby.
the
You're
point that
not
I'm
way
making.
more
You had
successful than I
$100,000, and I
am.
bet you I'm more
You're
successful than
not
you
way
are.
more successful than I am.
Anyway,
I can
All right, so
write
I
your
have a
check
question
with
for
those
Asia,
two
or
degrees.
I'm sorry, I have a question for Paul and Frederick. sincerely, reparations wise, what would it take for Yins to take reparations? How much? For you never to bitch and moan and play victim again? Are we talking like a $50 gift card? What
No,
the fuck? Name your
give me the
price. Go
40
ahead.
acres and a mule. I definitely would love to have them 40 acres, baby.
So I'm playing victim.
I would build up a
Yeah,
whole
What have I
be
played
honest,
victim
because you're
about?
not getting 40
them
acres and a
40 acres.
mule. All right, so let's negotiate right now. I'm starting at a $50 gift card. You're starting at 40 acres and a fucking mule. Where's the middle ground here?
The 40 acres would be great.
Okay, so very intelligent negotiating there. Frederick, what will it take for you to not play victim anymore?
Like she said, okay, like she said, what would that cost from back then to now? Put a money amount on that when they should have gave it to us when they were supposed to, and they didn't.
So, and once again, give me
Put a dollar
a.
amount on that. Put a dollar. I want you to put a dollar amount
No,
on
I want you. This is a negotiation. I'm saying a $50 gift card to like Walmart or something, like wherever you want it at. Give me your opening
it. No,
price.
I want you to be serious, not
Oh, I'm
fake.
dead ass serious. Like
That
let's
mule
be
so
let's be let's be
reasonable.
Okay, then you're
100%
just like
honest.
I said. Just like I
No, no,
said, you're
no.
dead
Stop
ass
the
racist.
bullshit. If
Just
I'm
like
in
I
your
said, you're
seats,
dead
I'm
ass
taking the
racist.
$50 gift card because Yins are never get reparations.
Frederick, so he's a racist for not agreeing with your rhetoric, with your narrative.
No,
That's what a racist. This word racist has been
wait, come
watered
on.
down so
Shut up,
much, it's
self-hate ladies.
ridiculous.
Self-hate ladies, shut up.
Oh, another self-hating lady.
I'm a self-hate. How am I
He
self-hate?
Yes,
called
I
Asia
embrace
that
my
too.
blackness. I'm Dominican. I embrace it. What are you talking about?
you
What are you
self-hating.
talking about?
Then if you Dominican, don't be commenting on black people.
David's white though.
I'm not
What are you
talking
even
about
talking
Dave. I'm
about?
talking
I
about you.
embrace my blackness. I'm Dominican. Hello.
You ain't you ain't
She said
embraced
she's
nothing.
Afro
You need
Dominican.
to you need to embrace American culture.
But
Okay,
why
I
is
Then
embrace
it,
it too. So what are you
this
Frederick?
black
saying? You're
American he
literally
talking
contradicting
about.
yourself.
He
You
talking
have
about
nothing
black
to say
American,
to
not
me.
no
You don't.
Dominican. He talking about
You
black
have
American.
nothing to say to me. This is why you're doing what you're doing. Like I'm not offended at all. At all. At all.
Right.
At
Okay,
all.
okay.
Asia, you need to take several seats, honey.
You
Me,
need to what? Say that again.
Like
I need to
several
take
seats.
several seats.
Yeah, she don't need you to help her in the argument. She holding her own very well.
But why is it that to me, Asia and Sharon, myself, we have been talking facts, not name calling. But you guys, both, especially Frederick.
Asia definitely was doing
Ain't
a lot
nothing you
of.
said fact.
She was all over the
Y'all was
place.
both attacking her. I've been here for a
Oh,
while.
Asia
Y'all
was
was both
all over the
Frederick.
attacking her.
place.
Like, what are you even saying?
Frederick, did I hear
Asia,
you correctly? Wait, Frederick, did you say there's nothing you said that's facts?
Exactly.
Tell me one thing that I said that's wrong.
Everything.
Everything. All right, good enough. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that, Frederick?
You are distorting the facts. That's what you're doing.
Okay, how so?
Also, when you come up with your statistic and stuff you're doing, you're not telling the right facts.
Okay, so me reading from an FBI chart, how is that not the correct facts?
Because there's more to that than what you're reading. You have to do your research on all those studies that you're doing to know whether they're factual or not.
Mr. Frederick, this is not
And
the first
and
time I'm here, and Dave pulls it out every
well,
single
Miss Ma'am,
time.
I love you, but hey, seriously, I got to go right now. I have stuff to do.
Thank God.
you gotta go,
Brother,
Frederick.
focus on work, bro. Don't
Oh
get
man,
fired.
Frederick
Thank
gotta
God.
leave.
All right. I don't even know who I let up. Lastra, where you from?
I am from Southern California.
All right. You're breaking up a little bit, but what brings you up, sir?
I was just gonna just ask a general question. I mean, I hate that. It's funny because I don't ever go on lives. I went on lives first time yesterday. Was kind of just talking some, you know, views that I had morally, and immediately started getting called racist. And the same thing that I just noticed started happening to you, and literally nothing was said that was racist, and I don't understand it.
Well,
And I just don't
people,
understand
wait,
what.
let me explain. Just so you know, you'll find this out on TikTok, is people like Paul and Frederick, they think for some reason numbers are racist. I don't know how they get that,
I
but they
don't think
think
numbers are
numbers
racist.
are the problem.
Sure. Yeah, I just don't understand the advantage. I mean, I think that we all have the same thing that Asians been saying. I mean, we all have the same advantage to do well. And it's funny because the people that call me racist, I'm not even white. I'm Mexican, so it's like automatically assuming what I was. But we all have the same opportunity. I mean, it's just who wants to work hard for it. I mean, it's like we can all apply for the same jobs. We all have the same rights. I mean, what is
Right.
holding us back?
Right.
Amen to that. Reb, you were up here before. What's your deal, Reb? Where are you from again?
What's going on? I'm from Virginia, but I live in Germany. And I just want to apologize. Yesterday, I let old boy get me out of character.
Why? What
He
happened
was talking
yesterday?
too much noise, and wouldn't let me
What
finish.
happened? Who got you out of
Remember
character?
yesterday, you kicked you. I forgot his name. I can't even remember his name. I know we were on a panel, and you was asking me questions, and he kept interrupting me.
Well, that's okay.
So
What side were you on?
yeah.
What side what were we debating?
We were talking about what you still have up, the response between Charlie Kirk and George Floyd.
Well, let's keep it simple. Let's cut to the chase. Who would you have voted for, or who did you vote for in November?
Well, if I was back in the States, I would have voted for Trump.
Okay.
But because I'm in Germany, I didn't.
Gotcha. Okay. I appreciate that. I think it says Greg. Greg.
And the reason is because, I mean, for me, he's like, I know. Can you hear me? I'm probably
You're
cutting
lagging.
in and
You're
out,
lagging.
so I
But
probably
good.
have to wait
Finish your
till I
thought.
get to it. Am I good? All right. I was gonna say because he ran on exactly what he said he was gonna do, right? And then as far as like the Democratic Party and who they had as the nominee or whatever, to me, I think Democrats pandered too much. People they pander,
All right,
and
Reb,
they never.
you're breaking up. I'm going to move on, sir. Much love to you. Greg, where are you from?
Philadelphia.
Philly. What brings you up, sir?
Yeah, I was looking at your prompt. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Okay. Tell me more.
Well, the response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd, they are, I would say that the responses are different because the times were different.
How so? How are the times different?
Well, with the George Floyd, this was like straight.
A fentanyl overdose.
No. I'm not talking
okay.
about the incident itself. I'm talking about what was going on around that time. People were being pretty much quarantined in their houses. There was a powder keg waiting to happen. I can guarantee you if CK would have gotten Pum around that same time,
the white folk would have been out there.
That would have been the same. Hold on. That would have been the same response because people were waiting to get out of the house. Like people were waiting to just see something happen. Anything at that moment would have been like it was a powder keg. So to kind of compare those two, these two incidents is like comparing apples to oranges because 2025 we're out of the quarantine. It's been
okay.
what,
I just want to be clear.
now.
I just want to be clear. You're saying that if a white man like Charlie would have been murdered in 2020, the white folk would have been out there setting fires and looting?
Oh, they were doing that. They were doing that during George Floyd.
Oh, that's different.
They have
Okay.
countless of videos.
Oh,
They have
countless
of
of
videos
course.
of
Okay, but is that what you're
Antifa
implying, though?
who are mainly white tea people setting stores on fire, throwing bricks, things of that nature. I mean, look at the whole thing
That's
with
amazing.
the
Greg,
guy.
can I
What's his
say
name?
something real quick? I think that
Rittenhouse.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
What's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he fucked a couple people up, huh?
Pum people that look like him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse
So that
is
lets
an
you know
American hero.
that there was some efforty going on both sides. So, like I said, given the same circumstance, it would have went down the same way. It's just that now it's 2025. Things are kind of relaxed. People are kind of like easing back into normalcy.
Of course, that makes perfect sense, Greg. I've had a lot of people come up here. I have not heard one person sound that fucking dumb. So I appreciate when people are unique. And for you to come up here and say, listen, if the white man would have got murdered by a black man, the white man would be out there setting fires and looting. That's very unique. I appreciate that. You got anything else
No,
to
I
add?
actually didn't say that.
Huh?
I didn't say that. I was saying if he got in the same fashion,
Okay.
people were just waiting for something to happen. You know what I mean? Like they were stuck in their homes, and then not only
They're
that,
just waiting, just checking the news every
yeah,
hour.
they were
Hey, did
just
somebody
waiting,
get killed?
and then
Somebody get killed.
and then it didn't help too that they was getting these stimulus. Because
Oh, now we're
can't
playing
nobody tell
stimulus
me
checks.
that
This
those
is different as
stimulus
well. I
checks.
fucking like it. Go ahead, keep going. What else is on
Well,
your list?
listen,
My
nobody
God.
can tell me that those stimulus checks wasn't used for those people to get to that January 6th insurrection.
Fuck yeah,
Like
January
people
6th.
had
Here
this
we
extra
go.
cash in their pocket.
Yes.
They
All
had this
right, go
extra
ahead.
cash in their pocket. They was ready to spend. You know what
Listen,
I'm saying? So yeah,
listen. I don't know if you can help me out. I just need cotton fields for bingo.
you said what happened?
Ah, forget it. Nah. What I don't get though is what does January 6th have to do with the response to George Floyd?
Oh no, I'm just saying like the money.
Just saying.
Like we were
Okay.
getting the
I'm so,
stimulus
I don't
checks.
even want to offend you, but you sound absolutely ridiculous.
I sound
Yes.
ridiculous. So you telling me right now with the normalcy, if those situations were reversed, the same thing wouldn't happen. Because like I'm looking at the prop, I'm looking at the pictures, I'm looking at the difference in these scenes. That guy, it would have went down the same way. As soon as he would have got pum, it would have went
Okay,
down
so
the
the
same
way
way.
that I see what you're saying is white people, black people, everybody was quarantined, and everybody was just checking the news every hour on the hour to find a reason to go set fires and loot. And black
I
people
mean,
were the one,
every time
so they
something
got to go out and
happened,
fucking loot.
every time some type of social injustice happened or some type of thing went down that would require,
Time
I
out,
mean, it happened like
cause look,
riots.
There was
Yeah,
Riots
like
would occur.
gotcha.
there was like this rally where there was like white men fight back, but I didn't see nobody burning shit down.
Ma'am, it also wasn't quarantine. I guess you're not
But
listening.
still, I am
You don't
listening,
have
and
the
you sound
ability to listen.
crazy.
It's okay. It's okay.
These are
Most of
two
y'all don't.
different rallies, two different events,
But
and I didn't
are
see
you
no
listening
burning and
to
no
what I just
rioting.
said? Do
But
you
you sound
are these people
crazy.
being quarantined? Were they cut off from their jobs? Were they cut off from their family?
But they were
Were
getting
they
a stimulus
isolated?
check,
No,
which
they're
you pointed
not.
out, which was free
Oh my
money.
god.
And then they went out and got
They
a
were
free
not.
big screen.
I can guarantee you, if it was under the same conditions, shit would have got burnt
All
down.
right, so what? So
I
Regardless.
what, now
disagree.
we're going down the road. You can't defend the indefensible. I get that. So now we're going with a crazy hypothetical that we have no way of comparing and contrasting,
No,
right?
no, it wasn't a hypothetical. It actually happened
But
because there was no reason. So there was no reason for let's
you
just say
understand what a
George Floyd.
hypothetical
He
is?
is who
You're
he
saying
is.
hypothetically, if it was the white man back in
George Floyd
2020,
is who he is, right? He was. Some would say he wasn't the most reputable man, right?
he
So
loved
just
fentanyl,
imagine if a reputable man was right? Was a reputable
which
man,
Charlie Kirk just was,
CK, right?
unfortunately.
Was supposedly was and people felt like it was unjustified. It would go down, and it probably would have been worse.
I once again very unique response, and I
Because you
uphold
already
you.
got these guys talking about white man fight back. So just imagine if they thought that he was by somebody of color, like they wished it was.
So you're talking about a couple dozen, I guess, white supremacists. I'm not even.
Well, I
I
mean,
would.
it only take a
But
few people to
my
cause
point is
riots,
that
because
they
we
was
cause
not out there
riots.
looting and setting shit on fire, bro. That's the point of it. That's the
Exactly. The
point.
point is that given the same circumstance, did that bottom
So Shannon, why do
picture
you
that he's
think they
showing would
Hold on,
happen
rioted?
hold on.
still.
I want to hear. Greg, go, Greg. Go ahead. Explain it
I'm
though.
just saying, like the same thing that happened during George Floyd would have happened if it wasn't CK would have got at that time. It
So
was a powder keg.
that's what you're saying. You agree with my hypothetical scenario that the white people, the black people, turn it on the news,
Because I can guarantee you,
looking
if there
for a
was no
reason to get out of the
quarantine,
house and go fucking set some fires.
listen, I can guarantee if there was no quarantine, everybody was living their lives normally, and that George Floyd situation happened, there wouldn't been no riots.
I got you. So we're back to hypotheticals.
No, no, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
No, just
It
let
would
me ask you a
happen because
question.
look,
Just
injustices are happening right now, right? The guy that they found swinging on that tree in
and tell
Mississippi.
me about that story. Go
Where's
ahead.
the riots at?
Go ahead. Tell me that story. What's the truth about
Where's
that
the
story?
riots at?
Wait,
The
hold on
kid that
one
they
second.
found in
Greg,
Mississippi.
you're in over your head. What happened with that
No,
story? Go
definitely
ahead.
not.
Go ahead. Tell the story. What happened?
So since 2020, there's been about
Wait, no, you talk. Wait, you see how you deflected that?
no, no. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm leading up to it.
oh, you lead it
So
up to
a
a
week
little bit of a
ago, they
build
found
up.
a young man swinging in a
That
tree
is
in Mississippi.
crazy.
That is
All right,
crazy, right?
Greg, just point blank. Once again, I appreciate how unique you are, but I must say you're dumb as a rock, and people
You
like
wish I
you are.
was dumb as a rock.
Okay, no problem. Then I'm the dumb one. You're the
See,
smart one.
you've
No
been
problem.
monologuing this whole time.
Yes,
So
of course.
again,
Yes,
they
of
found a
course.
guy swinging from
Sir,
a
you
tree.
got to come up here.
Where's the
What do you mean I'm
outrage? Where's the outrage?
monologuing? You have
Where's
spewed
the
bullshit
outrage?
for multiple minutes. Like, what are we
Where's the
doing?
outrage though?
Outrage
Where's the
for?
outrage? Where's the riots?
Go ahead.
This is an innocent young man swinging
What
from a
happened to
tree.
him? The guy
Go
that
ahead.
was hung from
Go
the
ahead.
tree.
The
Explain to
man
the
that was
people
hanging
what
from the
happened.
tree was
Hold on.
covered with a plastic bag
Let the genius talk about it. Go ahead, Greg.
with broken bones.
Go, Greg.
I
Wait, you
said what
want
I had to
people to
say.
riot
So
for things
why
that you have no clue
they
the
just
details?
found another BLK man swinging from a tree. There's no riots.
Okay, and what did the police say about the cause of death?
It's
Oh, they
still under
always say the cause of
investigation.
death is self inflicted. Even though the last one, the man was 10 feet in the air. Swing. Okay, all right. Every single one of them were self inflicted. Like the man they found swinging in
One of
Atlanta.
the guys in Mississippi was covered up with a whole trash bag, and his legs were broken and his arms. So how did he hang himself?
Where the fuck is that story from? I've never heard that story.
Yeah, I've heard
There was
that.
there was
I've
there
Of
was
heard
my
course
that as
only
you have.
well.
comment.
Of course you have.
It was
Yep,
two
I've
of
heard
them.
it. I've heard it. Guilty.
No, no,
It was two
seriously.
of them. It was a black boy and a white boy too. So
He
yeah.
was light skinned. He
It
was
was
in
two. It
white
was two of
tee.
them.
All
It
right,
was two
great.
of
One
them.
more question for you. Then I'm gonna try and find somebody,
Yeah.
hopefully more intelligent. But
No, I mean,
why
why
is
would you
it?
want to ask a dumb person more questions since I'm dumb?
Because once again, I appreciate unique people.
Because you're more intelligent than everybody on this platform, correct?
I don't know
You,
about
you, you're,
everybody, but
your
regardless,
your intelligence is infallible.
okay. So why
Okay,
is it
come
that?
on, come on.
Okay, so the question I've been asking, very simple: why is it that 50% of our murders in this country are done by 13% of our population, the black people?
You said 50%. Well, first and foremost, let's go down the numbers game, right?
Not
So
the
you
numbers.
say
Wait, hold on.
they say
It's not a
it's
numbers
200.
game. I
Well,
gave
we're
you
going to do
factual
this.
numbers.
You
Go
asked me the
ahead.
question because y'all
Well,
always use the same argument.
you know what? Go
That's
ahead.
why it's easy
Embarrass
to
yourself, sir.
talk on it, right?
Go ahead.
So you say 13% of our population, right? So 13%, you're saying that it's 42 million BLK people, right? That's what you're saying, and it's 200 million white T folk apparently, supposedly. So there was there's a video, you can find it on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, where Muhammad Ali was defending this black musician.
Okay,
And he
let's.
was
I
saying
just want to
that.
recap
Whoa,
so far.
hold on, I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
break it
Shut the
down for
fuck
you.
up. Shut the fuck up.
No,
The question was, why are over half the murders
and
committed by
I'm gonna
13?
get to you. I'm gonna
Stop
get
it.
to it. I'm
Stop
gonna
it.
get
You're
to it.
building up
I'm gonna
again. You're
get to
building
it.
up. Hold on. So the
No, no,
question
no,
is,
no. I'm gonna get to
why
it.
are 50%
Why
of the
you
murders done by
scared? Just let
13%
me
of the
finish. It's only
population?
gonna take a minute.
And the first thing you go to is a video
Dude,
on
it's only gonna
YouTube
take a
from
minute.
Muhammad Ali.
Because you know where I'm leading. You know where I'm going to, right?
Unique. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
no,
I
no,
have
so you know
no
where I'm
clue
heading
where the
to.
fuck you're going. Go ahead.
Exactly. So the guy
Exactly.
said that
Exactly.
there was 40 million BLK people in the 1970s. And the white dude said, whoa, there ain't even that many white people here in 1970. That is 40 million. So y'all population jumped from 40 million to 200 million from the 1970s when a white guy even admitted, I don't know if it was a Freudian slip, that it wasn't even 40 million white T Americans then. So the numbers are skewed. So it's funny that now all of a sudden it's 200 million of y'all. We all know that y'all have been experienced very low birth rates for decades now, right? So I don't trust the numbers.
That's
I don't trust
because
the
all
numbers.
people are not, when they do the census, if you
They're
are
not using
Hispanic
them.
and you're a white presenting, you go as white as well. So it's like,
And we don't do,
all
we
of those.
historically don't do them. I'm not
Okay,
telling you
so
how many people in my crib.
entertain me. The census says it's 13% of our country is black people.
Of course, the census, but how
Hold on
that's
one
the
second.
13% of people who actually use the census, right? Who
Okay,
actually
great.
fill it out, right?
In your mind,
Right?
what?
So y'all can you could keep using this talking point of 13%, but you know in your heart of hearts that is not something that's very popular among BLK people to sign
Okay,
those
no
things.
problem.
Y'all
So
willingly
just
do it.
hear me out. Hear me out.
But
Hear
there's
me
no
out.
way in the world from
Hello,
1970
Greg.
when a man
Stop.
sent out 40 million to 200 million. No way.
Okay, no problem. So
No
in
way.
your
Unless
mind,
they counting others as white T now.
of course, no
That's
problem.
the only way that would work.
Of course, you're very intelligent. My question to
No,
you.
you are too. You're reading from a teleprompter. Like
Okay, I
you're
have a
reading
teleprompter,
from
of
the
course.
same
Of course.
sources that you all guys talk from. Y'all all have the same talking points.
Okay,
Because you're
but Greg, how
whack.
about this? How about if I
Because
throw
you're
you a
very
bone?
intelligent. You didn't even come up with those numbers yourself. But
I
you're
did not. I don't
intelligent.
work for the FBI.
I
Very
know
good,
you
Greg.
didn't.
Okay, great.
And you couldn't. Because
So are you
not that
insulting
smart.
me
You're
for
not as
bringing
smart as you
up the
think
number
you
from the
are.
FBI?
You're not that smart as you think you are. Again, are
Okay,
you
I'm
adding
the
in the
dumb one.
fact
You're
that
the
the
smart
people
one.
who
No
don't do
problem.
the census? Because now
Okay, so
let's say there's 200 million. Let's say there's 200 million black people. Let's say after the fact. Let's say after the fact that every black person or every colored person in this country do the census, and you find out that there's 200 million of us instead of the 40 million that's been pushed since 1970. Those numbers would definitely shrink.
of course.
So you're using
Why not say if there was 2
you're
trillion
using an
black people?
incomplete picture to paint a bigger picture.
Okay,
You're
so
whack
in
for
your
that.
mind, Greg, just give me a number. Okay, what percentage of America is black in your mind?
Well, first and foremost, if you're going
Just give
by
me
the
a number,
one drop
dumbass.
rule,
Give me a fucking number,
you get
dumbass.
you see why you getting triggered.
No,
Damn, I
come on,
haven't
just
called
give me a
you.
number.
I
I want to
haven't
speed
you.
this
I'm
up.
not
I want to
cursing
speed
and
this
nothing.
up.
You
Give me a
whacked,
number.
dude. You're a whack. I would say
I'm a
about
whack.
100 million. I say about 100
Give me.
million.
I'm so sorry. The
100
question was.
million. At least
Hold on one second.
120.
Don't hurt
100 million.
yourself. Answer the question directly.
100 million.
Once again,
100
you're not
million.
answering the
And
question.
easy.
Okay, what percentage
You
of
asked me.
America?
100 million
Greg, are
easily.
you okay?
Are you
But
okay? You're
do
the one
you
that's
hear my
cursing
question?
and
The
getting pushed
question
out
is
of
very
all
simple.
bent out of shape.
What percentage of America is black according to you?
So now,
Just give me a
you
direct
just
answer,
asked me a
dumbass.
question, right? So now, if it's 100 million, you do the math, smart man.
Oh, okay, very good. I'll do the math. Get the fuck out of here.
Smart man. So I say
All right,
1/3.
I'm gonna move on. So usually, whenever somebody uses that dumbass argument, usually they want to say it's 20% or 30%, whatever bullshit number they give me. But you're still committing 51% of the murders.
I do believe it's more than 13% of us.
Okay, great. What is it, like 14.3? Like, where are you at?
I do believe that because
Give me a
we
number.
did
Give me a
not
number.
all fill out that census. It is not making
No
sense.
problem.
It does
Give
not
me a
add
number
up.
that you think it is.
I think it's like he said, I feel like it's like 100 million of us in this country. It's a lot
So
of us.
give me a percentage of black people in America. The census says 13%. You're better than the census, so we'll believe you. What percentage do you want to use?
I would say we are like maybe 35%.
I got you. But you're still committing 51% of the murders. So explain it.
That would be inaccurate if it's 35% of us here in America. Like he said.
Wait, what?
I have a question, Dave.
Wait, hold on. Once again, hypothetically, round numbers, 8,000 murders are done in a year, 4,000 are done by black people. Regardless of how many black people are in this country, half the murders are done by black people. Do you agree with that?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
I feel like I do feel like that impoverished environments do typically have a higher crime rate.
Okay, just stop. I'm going to try one more time, Paul. I'm going to use round numbers. 10,000 murders in a given year. 5,000 done by black people. That is 50%, regardless of what the population of black people is in America. Do you agree with that?
I don't believe that we are at 50% of no.
That's amazing. Sharon, take it. I don't know what to
Who
say.
would you
No,
say
no, no,
is the other
because
50%?
you know what I have noticed that
They can't. That there's a lot of people that can't do fucking second grade math.
not even that, but back.
Okay, first grade math.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Sharon, baby. Go ahead.
It's just for example, like I'm looking at something based on 2023. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates the percentages are as follows: non-Hispanic white 58%, Black or African American alone 13.7%, Hispanic of any race 20%. So, like, what does that tell you?
Do you fill out the census?
Well,
It doesn't
to
matter.
keep it simple,
Exactly.
Sharon,
Exactly.
she believes that people aren't filling out the census. That's their argument. I
Everybody
don't know
does
what
not
to
fill out
listen. I don't know what to tell you.
That's just like the number is inaccurate for white people because all white people do not fill out the census. That would be an inaccurate number.
So, do you think that it's just black people not filling out the census?
No, I think people in general do not fill out the census.
So, just
that
once again,
number
I was going to
only
use
for
another
those
math example. I don't think that would be wise for me to do. Let's go with Ghost. Ghost, what do you got?
I'm on your side. I was trying to get up here when the other guy was
Okay, no
saying what he
problem. He's no
felt the
longer
numbers
here. He
were.
might be back. Just sit tight. Queen, where are you from?
Hello, I'm from Tennessee.
What brings you up, Queen?
I guess your prompt, and I was listening to all the back and forth and everything. I just kind of wanted to sit and listen, and also, I guess, ask you a question as well.
Wait, hold on. Hold on one second. Let's go to Lewis. Why do you come up here and say I want to sit and listen? You could do that from the chat.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
also
Lewis.
said
What
I
do you
wanted
got?
to ask you a question. I think you didn't
Wait,
hear that last part I said.
Okay, hold on one second. The last person down at the bottom. Where are you from? What brings you up? All right. I'm glad I shut everybody up for that.
Dave, you
Shut up, Ghost. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just start over. Icy. Slim. Greg, why are you back in the queue, Greg? All right, who connected first? Tell me your name and where you're from.
Slim, Florida.
Son, were you up here before?
Yep.
And how did it go?
I
How was your
had I
experience?
feel like I had you quiet a little bit, but I don't know.
Okay, tell me more. What did we talk about?
The prompt and other things. We went on for a little while. It was just me and you.
Oh, that's tremendous. And what do you feel your best point was that made me kind of shut up?
I mean, it was a lot. We talked about a lot, but we can, since you have so many people, we can redo it. So we can start with the prompt and just to say there's a distinctive difference that George Floyd was murdered by authority
By
that would
fentanyl.
cause.
By fentanyl.
Well, he would.
Go
Well,
ahead.
his murderer is in prison. So, but so that you could say fentanyl all day, but our system put him in prison for it. So, but anyways, that outrage was against authority and government and policies and things of that nature. It was, and it wasn't just black people out there, right? And there were so many. Oh my God, it was a worldwide event. I mean,
Of
you
course.
had riots and that had nothing to do with black people. You had not riots. I'm sorry. You had protests all over the world for this situation, and it's not about black people when it comes to Floyd. It was about authority. It was about we watched a man get unalived in our face. So that's a little bit different than.
Hold on, I'll let you go on for a little bit. I am amazed, and I don't know where you're at with this question. I'm amazed at the amount of dumb people that come up here, and they're under the impression that that there's only black people killed by police. So can
I
you
never
acknowledge?
said that. So what did I
I'm
say?
not.
Are you
I'm
gonna
not.
address the things I've
Stop.
said, or are you just gonna say something I didn't say?
Hold on one second. One
I
second.
never
What
said
have you
that.
said that it was a
I'm
worldwide movement?
aware that white
Yes.
people get
Yes. I
unalived
acknowledge
more
what
by
you're saying.
cops because there's more white people per capita.
Very
Duh,
good.
we're aware of that, but that's
Very
per
good. Great
capita.
job. But
Okay,
once
so but
again,
I never said
wait.
anything about
Why?
that. Can we go back to the fact that George Floyd's outrage had nothing to do with him being black, and it had everything to do about authority and government and the injustices that happen from cops. It wasn't about him being BLK. I mean, I think
Really?
that even if he was white, if he was white, because I remember you said we say white on this panel, cool. Even if he was white, to see someone get unalived on camera with like we watched him piss on himself, like literally die before our
But hold
eyes.
on
Yeah,
one
I
second.
think that
My
would be
question for
outrage
you.
for the white man
Hold
as
on. My
well.
question for you. My question for you is: if it wasn't about race, why was everybody wearing BLM shirts and stuff like that?
We are all in agreement that the BLM whatever movement was
But it
actually
was
wasn't
about
it
race. It
started
was.
by okay, but
Stop.
that's not what it
Stop.
was about.
Don't come
That
up
was
here and say
started
it
by a
wasn't
white
about race.
person. Like you
It
guys
was
are
what?
you're little that was nobody I've never walked around with a BLM sweat on that. You can do that until you blue in the face. But again, why was it a worldwide outrage? Why was everybody upset? Trust me, everybody in the world is not pro-black. Trust me, it was not about him being black. It was about the government and the authorities over like their abuse of power. That's what it was
Right. So,
about.
just a very simple question. In your mind, if we go back to 2020 and the rules were reversed, it was
And
a
it was a
black,
YT man.
right? Do you think that the
Yes,
reaction would have been the same?
yes.
Okay,
We
then you're dumb
watched
as
a
fuck.
man.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
We
There
watched
is
a man
no
get
chance.
killed on. We don't see
Gotcha. No
that.
problem. No problem.
So I'm gonna.
We just saw a white man get murdered on TV as well.
But
Dumbass.
that's not the same. You're
Okay,
talking
not
about
the
two
same. No
different.
problem. I'm telling you, if you
It's
honestly
not the same.
okay, once
It's
again, if
just
you're
your prompt is
trolling, then you're
disingenuous.
trolling. But if you honestly believe that
Your
if
prompt is
George Floyd
disingenuous,
was
and you
what,
know
why
that.
are you talking when I talk? If you honestly believe in your heart that the reaction to George Floyd would have been the same if it was a white man, you're either
Yes.
you're talking, you're either A, trolling, or B, dumb as a fucking rock.
Have we ever
That's it.
watched a
Case
cop
closed.
kill?
No,
Have we
nothing
ever
else to
seen
say.
it done?
Nothing
You
else to
just
say.
say that.
You're dumb
Have
as a
you
rock.
ever seen it done? Have we watched a white man
Dumb
get
as
killed?
a rock.
See, this is what you did last time. You
Out of
can't really
Oh,
debate
I
me
curiosity,
thought. Wait,
because
wait. Hold
your
on.
shit
I
is
thought the last time
bullshit.
we
You
spoke
can't
that I was
debate me.
quiet.
You can't debate me. No, you're
Of
being
course.
condescending
out of
because
cu-
you can't
Of
debate
course.
me.
am
You're
I
being
up
Wait.
you're
here?
saying bull. If it was a white person, we never watched a white man get killed like that. Yes, white people get killed just like black people by cops. Per capita, yes, it's gonna be white people more because there's more white people in the world. I mean, in America than there is black. So cool, we get that. But have we ever watched a cop unalive a YT man the way that we watched George Floyd get unalived, laying on his neck, watching piss coming out? We watched it in 4K. Have
All
we
right.
ever
So one
seen
more
that?
question before I get rid of your dumbass. Why is it that murders in this country, over half of them are responsible or done by black people? Why is that?
Because when you treat people like animals, they start to
Exactly.
act like them. Okay, so but why? So what was those numbers in the
So you
1900s?
okay?
What
So
were
you
there? What was those? That picture of George Floyd looked like back in the days when the white people were burning down black people's houses. That's what it looks like to me. So you like the roles have reversed, and you feel good about that? Like I'm confused. Yeah, today black people have lost hope. They're fucked up. A lot of shit has happened. They're the victims of America, and you sit around and you feel, oh well, black people are killers. Cool, you guys are too. You're the
factually
original
true.
suspects. You guys are
So
not the usual. You're the
hold on one
original.
second. Whoever's up top, just hold on for a second. My
Okay.
question to you is: what is something a white person can do in this country that black people cannot?
It's not see, this is where, and I feel like you're disingenuous, and we've
No, no,
already
no.
done this.
Just can you answer me
Yeah,
directly?
today in 2025,
No.
anybody can thrive in America. Anybody. Can you
Thank you.
answer this? Why
Thank
does
you.
an African answer me this?
Thank you.
Why can an
So at
African
some
come
point,
to
hold on one second.
America?
Hold on one
Hold
second.
on. Why
The
can an
question I
African
have.
come to America
Stop,
and
stop, stop,
thrive more
stop.
than a black American?
The
Why?
question I have is
Because what
very
has
simple.
happened to black Americans in America has mentally fucked them. A foreigner can come here and thrive more than a black American. Why?
All right.
Why?
Do you want to continue having a meltdown?
Answer me, why can a foreigner,
Okay,
a
I'll
black
step back. The
foreigner,
floor is yours.
okay, please answer me, why can a black foreigner come to America and thrive? Tell me why, but a black American can't. Tell me why.
My answer is, first of all, there are black people succeeding.
Thriving, right.
Wait, why are you? That's what I'm saying is you are incapable of having a serious conversation. There's no doubt about it.
Answer me why
And the
a black
reason,
foreigner can come here and
the
thrive.
reason why you are incapable of it is you can't acknowledge
You
facts.
can't do that with me, my love. That's not gonna bother me. I see through you. You're a white supremacist. You're someone who want to be complacent in your white supremacy. You love it. You don't want it to change. You love the way that it is, and you're gonna ignore the facts. The facts that
I'm the one ignoring
are
facts.
America's victims. You want to ignore that fact.
But
Why do you
what
want to ignore
facts
that?
am I ignoring?
That black people are America's victims.
Okay, but
Is it true or not?
Not anymore.
Okay, so does history matter?
Yeah, at some points, but at some
It matters. And does it fuck with your brain?
obviously for some, yeah, definitely.
Obviously it does. So then you judge the people after you treated them like
I
fucking
judge.
animals for centuries. Now you're in the fucking stage where they don't give a fuck no more, and now you get to judge them?
And how were you personally treated
I'm
like an
good.
animal?
I'm not a victim. I'm good.
Well,
I
what
don't
is
walk
your
around being a
excuse
victim,
for
but I
acting the
do
way
have
that
a
you do?
heart for the people who are. And
Okay,
that's
but
one thing white people can at least do.
okay,
At
what's
least just have a heart and understand what America has done to black Americans in this country. Again, an African can come here and thrive, and they do it a lot. They
but
do
they
it
did
very
nothing.
well.
They did nothing to you. Nobody
Who
did
is
anything to
they?
you.
What does that have to do with what mentally has been done to black Americans and how that affects them and how it prevents them from having hope and thriving in a country that most people can come to and thrive in?
Right. The
You're a
reason. Let's go back to
disingenuous
that
piece
I
of
think.
shit.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh no, you left. You were doing so well. What is your name out there? Where are you from?
My name is Chad, and I'm
Hi,
from
Chad.
Texas.
What brings you up, Chad?
I probably would disagree with the prompt.
What do you
But
mean wait, what? Well, how can you disagree with two photos? Like, what is
because
inaccurate about the
you
photos?
can disagree with the contextual
Okay, elaborate.
ending of it. Like there's a context that exists here, right?
What is
That
the
you're trying
context?
to are you trying to imply something? Let me ask you that.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I asked, are you trying to is there some sort of implication with the
Yes,
photos here?
very simple. Two different reactions from two different groups of people that unfortunately had a death in their community.
Okay, then I would disagree with the background or the implication in the background. That's the point. And
Okay.
I
Are
don't
they
believe that.
hold on one second. Are they inaccurate? Like that is they're are you saying they're AI generated or
No, I'm getting ready to explain it. I'm
oh
saying that
please, yes.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
believe that the response to Charlie Kirk has been this like whole peace and love thing or like
Okay.
peace and love community. I've seen a couple of different like fights break out where like people have like verbally disagreed with Charlie Kirk and maybe his behaviors and been jumped or like beat up by
Well,
groups or crowds.
Chad, I just hope you're not going to sit here and say because people had a verbal disagreement or somebody got into a fist fight, that's on the same level as multiple U.S. cities having buildings burnt and looted. Are you saying that's on the same level?
So I didn't say that they're the same level. I said that I don't agree that Charlie Kirk's like response has been this whole peace and love movement.
Okay, so how about this? I'll give you my list of things that were negative about the Floyd response. You give me your list of what's negative.
Why are we doing? No, so you
exactly
the only point.
You see what I mean? So I'm going to do it anyways, and then I
the point that I'm contesting.
Stop.
You didn't even let me.
Stop, Chad.
You
Stop, Chad.
You interrupted me though.
Stop.
Okay, so you're just interrupting.
George Floyd's response led to hundreds of buildings being set on fire, hundreds of buildings looted, over 1,000 cops were injured throughout the country. Give me the list of the worst things that have happened since Charlie's death. Go ahead.
So that didn't reply to the original point, which was in reference to Charlie Kirk's response post his unaliving, that it hasn't been this movement of peace and love, and there have been incidents of violence and fights and outbursts and protests.
And what is the worst of what you're talking about?
People being beat up for verbally disagreeing. What do you mean, oh no?
So once again, you are doing exactly what I said you are doing.
Threats to HBCUs, I'd like to add.
And
There's been threats.
okay, can you show me a police report that was a Charlie Kirk or a Trump supporter that did it? Like, what is Chad? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
What are you
Why
talking
is it
about?
that you're comparing
I'm
shit?
not comparing.
Wait, let's keep it simple. Do you have evidence that it was a Charlie supporter or a Trump supporter that called the HBCUs?
They called it, yes, in his
You
honor.
do, okay. And how do you? What is your proof that they called in his honor?
Do you want me to pull up the
Yes.
citation?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then
What does the citation say?
Certainly, I'll pull it up.
No,
But if we're
just tell me, what does it say? Just from your
no, I'm
recollection.
gonna pull it up. I'm
Wait,
gonna pull up the whole.
From your
If
recollection, what does it say?
what do you? It talked about who, like the report that was made and what was attached to the report, or not the report. I'm sorry. What was attached to the threat that was made?
And what was in the threat?
It talked about Charlie Kirk and like in his
Okay.
honor.
Like, you could call and talk about Charlie Kirk, right?
I'm sure I could, right?
Right, exactly. But that doesn't
Do you
make.
think that there were in this George Floyd
Hold on one
protest?
second, please. That
You're
am I?
not allowing
Hold
me
on,
to articulate what the
Chad. Hold
position
on one
is.
second.
So each time you interrupt me,
Hold on one second. You agree
so
that there's no proof that the person that made the phone calls was a Charlie Kirk or a Donald Trump supporter. Yes or no? Do you agree with that?
sure, yeah, sure.
Okay, so why come up and use that as a talking point in comparing and contrasting the different responses?
Sure. I love to answer and be able to finish, right? I think it's the same principle when it comes to the George Floyd protest. How do we know that these agitators were of supporters of George Floyd? How do you know that?
Okay, keep going.
No, I'm asking, how do you know?
Go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm asking a question.
Let's say
So
that I looked up a police report and it said nothing. That's the answer you gave essentially. But so what you want me to believe is every day in multiple U.S. cities there were black people walking throughout each city, depending on where they're at, and you're saying at nighttime white people flew in and started looting. Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm saying that we can obviously acknowledge that despite agitators existing within these movements, if done in the name of a group of people or if done collectively or collaboratively in response to something, that no matter whether or not they actually are, they get attached to this identity.
Okay. Two
There were
questions. I just want short answers. Which response as a whole was worse? The bottom one or the top photo?
I think they're both bad.
Okay, great. And just last question. Who was a better human being while they were on this planet? Charlie Kirk or George Floyd?
I don't think Charlie Kirk was I don't think they were good people, either of them, just to clarify, but I don't think Charlie Kirk was
What
great
was the
either.
worst thing that Charlie Kirk did?
I mean, I think him saying black women are incompetent and oftentimes don't deserve their positions was pretty bad. I think him
Chad, do
saying that
you hear the words
queer people
that
deserve.
Chad, shut the fuck up. Okay.
You asked me a
So
question.
once again, I'm done with your bullshit. So let's just
It's not bullshit. You don't want to hear the facts, and you keep
stop,
interrupting me to
Chad.
do that.
I got you.
You don't
I'm
want to
the
hear the
dumb one.
facts.
You're the smart one. So Chad, let's take the
Yeah, you
names
are. I'm
off of
glad
it.
you know that.
I got you. So what's worse, making comments about black pilots on airlines or being part of an armed robbery where a gun was held to a black woman's pregnant stomach? Which one is
So
worse? Forget who did
both
it.
are bad.
Oh, okay. There you go. Chad, you're a genius.
Both are bad.
You're a genius, Chad.
I know. I tried.
Chad,
So
you are
the
the
reason
fucking
why. So
problem,
language. So
Chad,
language
you
is.
are the
So
problem. And every fucking morning, dumbasses like Chad come up here and try and put two things that are completely different on the same level. Something is wrong with you. I don't know what it is. And I'm not going to fucking find out. That's for damn sure. But yins are dumb. All right, let's go with, I think Samuel. Samuel, where are you from? Samuel.
Well, you picked the right one today, Edomite.
Oh no, not
You
a
picked the
Jeremiah.
right one today, Edomite. You
All
just
right.
sit there and try to cuss out my sister like that. You got the
Who's your
right
sister?
one today, Edomite.
All right.
Let
So
me turn around and tell you about yourself. God
okay, if you're
don't
gonna
like
crash
you.
out, go ahead.
Romans 9, 6 through 13.
Oh fuck yeah,
God
Bible.
hated your race before he put you on the planet. You are a destructive race of people. You stole America. And then
Okay.
turn around and want to put up a Trump sign that said, this land belongs to us. No, it doesn't, you European. I live in the land where you came from. It's called Austria. I live here. And you know something? All of the buildings of the old that were made, do you know who built them? Black people. Because of the simple fact of it being, you were not here. You
Okay.
wasn't here. 193 AD was the fall of Rome under Severus Septimius. And you know what we did? We ran you to the Caucasus Mountains of
Oh
Georgia,
fuck yeah,
Russia.
Caucasus Mountains. We're all right.
Yeah,
We're
we
back, baby.
ran
We're
you up
fucking
there.
back.
We ran you up there. So now you want to sit in a land that doesn't belong to you, and then you want to pop off all this smack you talking? Really? Let's turn around and put this plain for you. The Bible was never given to your race. Charlie Kink was sitting up there talking about a Christian, but when you read the book of Psalms 147, 19 and 20, Amos 3 and 5, you know what? The Bible was never given to your race. Do we need to go into?
Don't get all.
Do we need to go into the slave Bible? There are 3 left on the planet. Do we need to go there?
Can I ask
Do
you
we
a
need to
question?
go there?
Well,
Your race of people literally took John 3:16 out of it.
Okay.
You took it out.
Can I tell you something? First of all, you must know I'm not very religious. I'm not religious at all.
I don't give a damn. You're
Okay.
not religious because of the simple fact of it being Joel 2 and 27, you have no God.
Okay.
You have no God. The God of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is not your God, Edomite.
Gotcha. So what I don't get, and if you can answer this for me, because I like you said a lot there, and I'm trying to piece it all together. And there's a lot of people that come up here and say, "Look, Yins, you white people, you haven't been around that long. You're from the Caucasus Mountains, and that the black people built this country and built things throughout the world. Why is it that Yins, you guys, ended up as the slaves? How'd that work out? If you're so great,
Well, I can tell
how
you
did
right
Yins
now.
end up as the fucking slaves?
I
Why
can
weren't the white
absolutely
people
tell you.
picking cotton for you?
Absolutely.
I think it's fair
I can
question.
turn
Go
around
ahead.
and tell you how that happened.
Teach me, oh wise one.
Okay, we're going to open up the book of Deuteronomy, chapter
Oh, fuck
28,
yeah.
verses 15. We're going to start right there because God turned around and told us, if you break my laws and my statutes and commandments, all these curses will come upon you and they'll overtake you. Let's go to verse 68.
But get to the point where Yins
28,
ended up picking the cotton for the white folks.
68. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. For thy people will be sent to Egypt again with ships. Let's turn around and break that down for a minute. The first time that the Israelites turned around and went to, you can say, Egypt, how did they get there? They walked. Until the Suez Canal was turned around and put up by you white people, and then came up with a colonization name called Middle East. Middle East? Well, where's the Middle North? Where's the Middle South? Where's the Middle West?
But at
Edomite?
what point did you
Where
guys
is it?
stop being so
Where is
great?
it?
At what
Where
point
is
did
it?
you guys stop being so great and start picking cotton? That's what I'm looking for.
Because verse 16, Deuteronomy turn around in 16, turns around and say, curse shall thou be in the field, and curse shall thou be in the city. And that is why we were ending up picking cotton for you. Do you know that your race is the most least damn animals on this planet that God put on it? Psalms 17 and 15, you are God's sword against his people. He put you in that place. And in case you don't read your Bible very well, do you know the book of Obadiah? Have you
I'm
ever
not
read it?
religious. Once again, I've said that twice
Have
already.
you
I'll say it
ever
again. I'm
read
not
it?
religious.
You are the only race on the face of this entire earth. You, Edomites, T-Men, Turks, and Amalek, those fake-ass Jews that's sitting over there in Israel right now, do you know there's a death warrant on your race? God's so pissed off with you, he wrote an anti-death warrant on your race. Of all the stuff you did, it's called the Book of Obadiah.
But
Right
why is it
before
that?
the
Wait, hold
New
on. Come on. I'll
Testament
let you go for a little
begins.
bit. You just have to teach me. Why is it there's a death warrant on my race, but we're still holding people like you down or back? Explain.
Okay, I will simply explain to it.
Okay.
Yes, I'll say it again. Psalm 17:15, King David said this himself. You are God's sword that he put on this earth to punish his people. But what happens? Let's go back into a little bit of history. What happens to every nation that God ever used against his people? What happened to them? Let's start with Egypt. You do know what happened to Egypt when
Okay.
Moses turned
Listen,
around
I'll
and
let you
led
go
them
for
out.
like 30
You
seconds.
know what happened to them
Okay.
then, right?
Hold on
All
one second.
Egypt, and you don't even know what Egypt, the real Egyptians are right now. You sitting up there thinking that those Roman Greco Arabs that are sitting over there right now are the real Egyptians? No, they are not. The real Egyptians are sitting in South Sudan right now. How will you know them? Because they are the tallest people on the face of this earth. The least of their growth. The smallest man and woman is 6 foot tall. The smallest of them. So when you turn around and look at all the tablets that are sitting right there in front of you, and you see that big man that's sitting in Egypt, that's sitting on that throne, those what they talking about, the Anunnaki. No, those were Egyptians. They are the biggest people on the face of this earth until this very day. Go to South Sudan. And you know what, little white boy? You're going to be looking up to the sky to see them in the face. That's
All right,
what's
so
going to happen to you.
one more question, if I can. What the fuck are you on right now? If I gave you a fucking drug test, what the fuck would be in your system? Be honest with me. God's watching.
Absolutely nothing. Because in Israel United in Christ, we don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't do none of that. We study the Bible. You don't know about us, Israel United in Christ, IUIC?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, you know about us.
Oh, I have no clue. Like, you remind me of this one guy. I went to the Steelers game this past Sunday. There was a drunk guy, a drunk homeless guy, and he was down there yapping about shit like you are. He was quoting the Bible. No joke, he was. I don't know if that was you, but he sounded a lot like you, like a combination of you and Dave Chappelle.
Well, it couldn't have been me because I live in Austria.
Oh, okay. And what time is it in Austria?
Oh, okay. Duh.
Okay, what time is it in Austria?
Exactly 16:28.
Okay, so 5 o'clock somewhere, right? It's almost 5 o'clock over there, 4:28.
Yep. Almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're prepping for the Sabbath.
So what the fuck you up to today? Like, what's your day look like?
Oh, I'm prepping for the Sabbath. I didn't turn around and cook my chicken because I make a super salad because from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, it's the Sabbath. You're not allowed to cook. We don't turn around and work. We don't do none of that stuff. We don't turn around and put no heat under no water or sieve water. We turn around and do that today before the sun goes down. And I got like 4 hours before the sun goes down. See, we prep over here. It's called prepping. What the fake Jews in Israel don't do.
Okay. All right, what else you got? I'm going to move on. I find you once again.
What else I got? I'm going to turn around and tell every last one of these people here right now. Those people in Israel right now are not the real Jews. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to enlighten everybody here on one small thing. You know what? It's just a small thing. It's just a small thing. Wait a minute. Let me turn around and pull it up. I'm going to pull it up for everybody so everybody can turn around and see it for themselves. Because if I turn around and say it, you know something? It's just turn around and it's garbage. I want to show everybody a little something, something. If you ever turn around and open up the book, we're going to open a book. Wait a minute. You know me. I love opening books. This is the Song of Solomon. This is the Song of Solomon. King Solomon. Right, we're going to go down to verse 5. What did he say? I am black, but comely, which means handsome. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, the tents of Kedar, which means dark skin, contain the curtains of Solomon. Upon me, because I am black. Ouch. And I'm going to give you one more.
Follow me. I'm done. I have a conference call that I have to get on. Dana, thank you for the fireworks. Thank you for all the gifts. I can't think of a better way to end this broadcast than I forget what that nice man's name was. But I hope you follow me. I hope you come back because my platform is designed to allow people like yourself to come up and embarrass the fuck out of themselves. I mean that sincerely. Nothing more, nothing less. People like Paul, people like Girls Code. I'm speechless. Regardless, I appreciate you all. I'll be back sometime tonight. Thanks for watching, I guess. There are so many times I am speechless. And if somebody said, Dave, describe the last conversation you had with that dude, I don't even know where I'd start. I mean that sincerely. I'm not even fucking around. It is what it is. I love you all. Enjoy the day.